the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, if you like the nerdy toys and all the comic books, you should check out his show. Take a look.
It's not in the book.
He's got a million toys that he will play with. He'll show them off to you so you can see it. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Hashtag free Wanda.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, Jizzy, he is a amazing guy. He is super quick-witted. He can think on the fly. And if you want a challenge, then you should stop by. He'll take random characters and make them fight. It's tight.
Tight.
Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Not the dose.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a big shout out. Nerdy Effect, it's what it's about. It is so nerdy in every single way.
That one guy.
Nerdy Effect, I can watch him all day. Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Not to be confused with the dose.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows, and it's great.
Whoop, whoop.
What is up, Affected? Welcome to the Nerdy Effect. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jizzy, and of course, I've still got some bronchitis, because why not? It's good. It's summertime. It's hot outside. A lot of humid going on, and you know what you need when it's hot and humid? A little bit of not being able to breathe. So that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you guys? Welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to do my damnedest to keep on screaming so I can overcompensate for how I feel.
Oxygen's overrated.
Who?
Oxygen, it's overrated.
I don't think so. So what I'm going to do tonight, just to start it off, I'm going to try to sort of do a normal show. Yes, a still flag is not here. Don't worry about it, K-Push. Don't even start. But your Nerdy Effect sign, is it lit up? Oh, but there's no flag. Oh, but no, so Super Game Boy's not really a game. It's more of just like an adaptation for another game. So don't be putting that in there, so a no vote, and then I'd be all pissed off. And then, oh no, Super Mario World, but Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World was a much better game. Well, you know what? Nobody said it! Alright, now that I got that off my chest, welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much. It is time for you guys to start the final of the wild card round. We do have Friendship versus Whiskey. What's going on, you communist? Friendship versus Whiskey in the wild card round. The person who wins this tonight...
Hashtag gallbladder.
Yeah, there we go. The person who wins this tonight will advance to the finals on Monday. On Monday, we will do the grand finale of the Ultra Random Brawl. Okay, then will be a three-way dance. It will be Pizza, Vagina versus one of these two. So which one can actually take those down? That's who you got to vote for. Maybe vote for your favorite, vote for what you like. It doesn't really matter to me, but one good thing about this brawl is somebody new is going to win.
Heroes and fatality.
Oh, about time they popped in. The very first random brawl, nobody had it. It was just something I made. The second one, Mr. J-Dub, he won it with the Joker. The next two brawls that we did, Vinny won them back-to-back. Well, good news to everybody else, Vinny ain't even in it! So, somebody brand new will win something from my collection, and you guys get to decide who it is. That's how we always do it.
See? Foxy says friendship, because we all bat it in here.
There we go. That's the way to look at it. No.
A gangster.
No. It is definitely not. So, this isn't technically the question of the day, but my question to you guys who are in here,
Mr. Brawl.
What is the next Brawl that we need to do? Because my thought is that we need to start doing the gaming Brawl, but it's not really ready yet. It's still something we're still working on Instagram, and I want to get the top 10 games of every console, and then we do it live on the show. So Nintendo is finally done. We're now working on the Super NES, and then eventually Sega, PlayStation. I don't really want to do Dreamcast because Dreamcast wasn't around long enough, and I don't think it could hold up. The same thing with like a Sega Saturn and stuff. They're just not that classic of consoles, and I don't think the games have even a chance to compete, and I think it's honestly a waste of time. So it's going to be Sega, and then we're probably going to move on into PlayStation and probably Xbox, and that's it. And I don't really want to do 360. I think the graphics are kind of too hardcore for it. So no 360, no PlayStation 3. So we're going to stop at PlayStation 2 and Xbox. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Your Pops Brawl, I don't know. Sports Brawl will not happen in here. It's just... they have sports brawls. It's called television. You know, if you turn on, they have the NHL network, the NBA network, the soccer network. They have networks for that. It is not something that needs to be in here.
The sports brawl called the
Pokemon Brawl.
Playoffs.
Movies Brawl, maybe. That's not a bad idea.
Round once.
Whiskey Dimmick can't spell.
He wants a gallbladder goat ham t-shirt.
It's not going to happen. But yeah, I'm curious as to what you guys think we should do. Mrs. Freddy's ready. How are you doing, girly? Movies Brawl, I don't know how we would do a Movies Brawl. It would have to be something that you'd have to break it down into genre, because you really can't compare like a horror movie to a comedy. I don't think. I don't know how that would happen. Best Flag Brawl. Look at you kissing ass. That's the way to do it, though. No, our thing that makes us nerd out like D&D or Magic the Gathering. What do you mean as a brawl? Like what is the like a nerd thing? Like toys or magic or dungeon, maybe something like that. Puka says all-time wrestling brawl. No, because Heroes is going to fall asleep before we say the first wrestler. He'd be like, I'm drinking Jupiler. And I'm like, hey, let's do some wrestling talk. That's how Belgians snore. They snore down. Jupiler.
JGB wants your shirt.
I want your shirt. This shirt was very difficult to obtain. The only place that they sold these was GameStop, and I went to probably 7 different GameStops multiple times to finally find the one in my size. And these are they're hard to come by. I got lucky getting it. Comedy Protagonist Brawl. FizzKid, thank you so much for making my brain melt from the inside out, leak out my ears, and then this one actually got stuck with some clay.
I'm with that one
Sports
guy.
Brawl.
Laughing at horror movies, because some horror movies get so much on their own riff that it's just ridiculous.
I don't see a movie brawl being something
No.
Maybe if it was a comedy movie brawl, but even then it's still taster's choice, you know.
Our Plug and Mr. Ron Mexico.
I think Overwatch is the game to take me off Battlefront. Overwatch looks really good, and from the people that have played it, they say it's really, really good. That might be the game. Hello from Wales. What's going on, Mr. Bestico? Of course, I'm rocking the necklace, and you know what? I ain't seen you rock no necklace. You afraid that the TSA was going to take it from you? No! You left it, didn't you? Now, who's in the doghouse? You thought I was going to shave my head for you? I don't think so, Bestico. All right, sorry about that, but thank you so much for tuning back in, man. Comic book artist brawl, dream on. The thing is, man, like, I love comic books. I really do. But you could show me the cover to a comic book and I couldn't tell you who the artist was. I could tell you who maybe wrote it or created it, but as far as comic book cover artists, no. So you're going to have a bunch of random names up. People are going to be scratching their head. I mean, you're talking the Super Nintendo Brawl, people are passing on it because they have no idea what the game is, and that's something that's been out for a long time. You think people are not going to pass on an artist? Nah, it's not going to happen. Oh, you're still online this morning. What happened? Actually, I wasn't. It turned out my PlayStation wasn't on at all during the day, but when I got home, I noticed that the share play that I was doing with Nick last night never turned off, so that's why it showed me on all the time, and I don't know why. Cartoon Brawl? Maybe. X-Men Brawl? I think that's too specific. You see the new Arkham Knight Red Hood figure is out. Apparently, you don't follow me on Instagram, but that's all right. Atari Game Brawl. No, Atari cannot hold up to Nintendo. I mean, like, before that, you're talking like in television and stuff, those games will not hold up. There's no point. Music Brawl, again, taster's choice. Like, with this, it's more of like, of the night. But you're talking like Frank Sinatra versus Megadeth. Like, people are gonna be like, what the hell? And, you know, some people will be like, oh, no, Frank is my man, or Megadeth till the end or something. I just don't see it happening. He turned off his microwave by accident. I was a little messed up last night. Porn star brawl. Now somebody's thinking right there. I like that. And that way you get the research out. Be like, I don't know who Lisa Ann is. And then now you learn. Movie genre brawl. Get midget glory hole porn. Now that's very specific of you. Now is that what gets you going right before you stick hooks in your back? DC versus Marvel. We already did that. That was actually the very first and second brawl we ever did on this show. Politics? No. How about a brawl between the viewers?
I think I can get dangerous real fast.
I don't know. I've seen other people do that. I've seen people do streamer brawls. Al Diggy and, of course, Ron Mexico with his fastest brawls ever. He did the people, like the streamers brawls, but people in here, I don't know. I can see that getting, yeah, I think that could get pretty dangerous in here. Crap, yeah, that's all right. You weren't here at that point, but that was the very first brawl we ever did, was DC versus Marvel, so... Hentai brawl. Now we know what you're into. It's a lot of D&D and tentacles. That's pretty much what you're for. I like the Saturday morning cartoon idea. That's not a bad one, but the problem is that the age demographic in here is so spread out. You got the people who were born in 2000, the people born in 1976.
Like a hurricane.
No. The hentai brawl, I don't know how that would even work. Be like, now tonight's brawl, we have 2 tentacles in the ass versus 2 tentacles in the throat.
Cocktail brawl.
Cocktail brawl, but you don't drink.
He still knows a good drink.
That's not how this works, Fatality.
He doesn't drink now does not mean he doesn't remember what they taste like.
Disney character brawl. Now see, that's a little bit better. I'll kill you all, long locks for the win. Like Medusa.
All right, Rapunzel.
Going like that.
No, we're calling him Rapunzel.
The console brawl. Well, we're technically doing that anyway, and there's not really that many consoles enough to make a brawl stretched out. I mean, you can even go like Commodore 64 and stuff. You're only going to get maybe 20 consoles, and nobody's going to vote for the Jaguar. Disney 80s brawl, maybe. Disney's kind of cool. I love the Disney brawl, so that's a couple for that. 70s, 80s versus 90s. Yeah, but there's so much. You would have to divide that into teams. You'd have to divide it to 70s cartoons, 80s cartoons, and then 90s cartoons, and then maybe like the top 3 versus each other. That might work, doing that. Like we do like the 70s brawl, the 80s brawl, the 90s, and then we do the cartoon brawl of the winners of that. That might work. Team Donut Maker! What's going on, my man? How you doing? Love to blue something. Somebody said love to blue something.
Hentai animes.
Gotcha. The Country Brawl. What goes on in the Country Brawl, Dan Fro? Tell me all about it. Be like a cowboy hat versus like a steaming cow pie. Theme song brawl. No.
And Star Rocket League.
Bad fads brawl. Pop culture brawl. I don't know. I kind of like the cartoon brawl is very nerdy and it's very up there. And depending on how far you stretch it, you could maybe do... I mean, there are Disney cartoons that would fit into that. What about the 60s? There are classic cartoons throughout the whole thing, and that's the problem that we start getting into when you start doing that kind of stuff is like, oh, well, what about the Flintstones? You know, what about the Jetsons? The old school ones, they're not going to get their chance. But some of that stuff actually transitioned and started again in the 70s, so you could technically do that, I think, as long as it did, but I don't know. What did James say? Because Yoda's all up for it.
Star Wars versus Star Trek brawl.
No. Like you would, the thing is, you could put a stormtrooper versus, you know, a Klingon or whatever, but in the end, it's going to come down to pretty much Darth Vader and Captain Kirk. That's pretty much what it's going to come down to. And again, we've already had Star Wars characters in these kind of brawls. I'm sharing my channel with my best friend. Who's your best friend? Fart brawl. Speed racer for the win. Yeah, see. Again, it's very specific, and I think that if we start doing like that, it's going to be like, well, no beer brawl. It's going to be one of those like, well, you left out this one. This one totally would have swept the market, but it was done in the 60s, so I don't know. I like the 80s brawl because the music, movie, the hair, and the party. Well, of course you like the 80s brawl. Princess Tomato brawl. What is involved in the Princess Tomato brawl? Donuts.
No, that says dounce.
Oh, dounce.
It's not donut.
Team
Doubtmaker.
What's Team Doubtmaker?
I don't know.
I thought he said donut. I read it as donut. All right, well, sorry. You've totally thrown off my entire thing. So what's going on, Team Doubtmaker? Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, I don't know. Etc. America versus Norway Brawl. That's just like one thing. Mighty Mouse. Okay, well, we're scrapping the cartoon idea because, again, it's like...
Too many.
Yeah, we can't do 60s, we can't do 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, I guess what it's going to have to... Slutty oranges all over the place. Food Brawl. Well, technically that's what this kind of is. Budka says Killer Bee Movie Brawl. Nah, it's not going to work. But I like the toot at the end of it, though. Sexy Toy Brawl. Big Red Dildo wins. Yeah, but Modern took that one already. Hashtag no. Looney Tunes Brawl. Maybe we'll do just a cartoon brawl. But we would have to... Yeah, really. So many different kinds of farts fatality. It would have to be something very, like... You pick a character. Like, if you like George Jetson, you would have to say George Jetsons rather than the Jetsons. We might be able to do that. If you're not Scottish, you lose, bro. Why not? Can we have Lord of World Beaters? No. Sex Brawl. What is involved in the Sex Brawl, Balish? I've got to know.
Sexual positions and activities.
Like doggy versus anal? Is that what... Goat sex fart. There we go. That's very politically correct of you. We might just do cartoon characters, but
slightly unicorn.
But it can't be like the Jetsons. It would have to be a specific character from that, and then he would go on and verse another specific character. Damn, I'm late, Unicorn. It's all right. You're not late. Listen, we're only maybe 15 minutes in, something like that. The Squeaker would win, Vinny.
Try 20.
Yes, cartoon character names. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what. So on Monday, when we end up in the finals, and don't worry, the wild card will be up here the entire show tonight. So you got all night to vote Friendship and Whiskey, and make sure that you do, because this determines who goes on in the three-way dance for Monday's show. On Monday's show, we will determine the winner of the Ultra Random Brawl. Only 3 people go in. 1 will emerge victorious. And while we do that show, I guess we're going to do cartoon characters. It's got to be specific characters. Be thinking of who you want, and shittiest job wins. I'm back.
Now there's a Teen Donut Maker. There we go.
I thought it was donut, but I don't know what doubt means.
I guess that's his best friend is Doubt, and he's Donut.
Okay, so Doubt and... What's a doubt maker?
Doubt is his best friend. He was sharing his channel.
Triple Flutter Blaster.
They just changed the name, and so now he forgot to change it back to Donut. So now he's Donut again.
Okay. Do 3D cartoons count? Yeah, 3D cartoons I would say count,
like
but it's... Yeah, like Reboot. It would have to be a television cartoon only. If the television then developed into a movie, that's fine. But I don't think movies developed into cartoons should count. Like Aladdin or, what's a few others?
Mermaid.
No, Little Mermaid did develop. Yeah,
series.
If it developed from a cartoon series to a movie, that's fine. But the vice versa, it won't. I won't count it. We'll do it that way. Yes, Doggy Style versus Spider Monkey, or the Superman, which is one of my favorites to do. Right, girl? Come on.
What is the Superman?
Come on, give me a high five.
I'll
tell you if you give me a high five.
I'm not
Come on.
high-fiving on something.
You remember that time with a bed sheet? Come on.
What?
Come on.
No, I'm not.
Donuts for life. There's Donut Maker. Beard said Jobs Brawl. No.
I would like a donut, please.
Hentai cartoons count? You could do it, but honestly, it's a waste of vote. You can put, some hentai cartoon, and when it's up there against George Jetson, they're not going to know who it is. So I mean, you can vote from your heart, and if your heart says you got to masturbate to tentacle porn really hard, then you can put it out there. But my saying in this is, what you need to do is choose a major character from a major cartoon. That's what you got to do. And the thing is, you got to get here first. So we're going to start doing it this way. Instead of doing Nerd Council, Reverse Council, or whatever, we're going to do it as I see your name.
No more corruption privilege?
Not this time.
And Yoda, it's always Marvin the Martian.
And the thing is, I wouldn't start saying your selections now, because somebody could be thinking, oh yeah, I want to do, let's see here, Duke from G.I. Joe, and then somebody goes, I love Duke, and then that dude pops in here first, and I go, hey, what's your thing? And then he goes, Duke, and you're like, damn it, I wanted Duke, aka Big Red Dildo and all that stuff again. So don't be saying your choices, but stop it, Fatality.
Not donuts for life.
I actually watched your 6 hours stream, you clean your garage. Holy crap, why? Nothing happened. It was very, very long and boring. The only thing I did it so that I could actually do something.
Yeah, I was at work, and so I was creeping him from work.
Looks like I'll get first. Well, the thing is, when we start the show, it'll be like, okay, and then this guy, the next person that pops in down here will get their vote. It's not going to be like, oh, for 1, 2, 3, we're going to go from that. It's going to be, okay, the very next person down here gets to tell me their choice. Yakko Warner. Hey, you know what? Go ahead, be putting it out there. That's fine by me, and get pissed off when somebody takes your vote. Just saying it. Just saying it. I have plenty of cartoon picks. Toot! But yeah, it's going to be very, very specific. Are you doing a Memorial Day? Yes, I am.
Unicorn was using your background noise. Felt like he was hanging out with you.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. But anyway, like I said, make sure you guys vote in this one. We're getting very close to the very end. And yes, we'll be doing it on Memorial Day. So this Monday, of course, we'll be streaming live from the Nerd Cave. Can I select on Instagram? You cannot. You have to be here. That is the only way to do it. We're not playing favorites, even though you are my police and a person that I really like in this world. But no, it has to be done during the show. We can't do any of this, fold over stuff. So if you guys want to get your votes in, and the thing is, if you guys are brand new to the show, I think Donut Maker and definitely Unicorn, you guys are Junicorn, you guys are definitely new to the show prior to this Brawl. The way it works is you put your choice in, you go into the Brawl. If you win it, I send you something from my collection. It's happened 3 times, and this one right here is actually the 4th time that I've sent somebody something from my collection just because they won it. So you got to be here. Pick something big. Pick something you think's going to win it. Man, even if it's something that you don't like personally, but you know it's really, really famous, pick it anyway. I'm just telling you. The thing is, with the second Brawl, the first time we ever did this where somebody's going to win something from my collection, it was 13 or 12 spots into the pick, and then he goes, it was all comic book character villains, and somebody goes 12 in, they go, oh, the Joker, and I'm like, how is the Joker not number 1 or 2? No, people are like Parasite and Lex Luthor and stuff. No, the Joker is monumental. It's huge, and I'm telling you, you can choose with your heart, and that means something to you, but if you want to win, choose something you think's gonna win. I need to find an eggplant cartoon. But he wore a sleeping bag and I don't know what he's talking about. Rescue. Don't be talking about it. So many rules. I think I'm retiring. I'm getting old. It's not rules. It's basically pick a cartoon character. How is that difficult? Just don't pick one that was a movie first, then cartoon. Like Little Mermaid. A lot of Disney crap. More rules each season. That's how it's got to work. How many rules did I say?
2.
Yeah, 2 rules. Mind blown. Are you just like...
It's actually less rules since you're not making go in order of...
Yeah, there's actually less rules. See, both of you guys, this guy and this guy, both of you are just ridiculous. I'm just rambling a lot, but basically his rule is show the hell up, choose a cartoon character that wasn't a movie first, and that's it. That's what I thought.
You just make it sound difficult because you're talking a lot.
19 rules. Okay, Disney crap. Well, it's not. It's just basically like, oh, The Little Mermaid was successful in theaters. Let's make a cartoon series out of it. It lasted, what, 2 seasons? The same thing with Aladdin and all that other stuff. They're just trying to bank more money. So I just don't think it. Stop crying over the rules. Thank you very much. I like how this guy jumps in. But all right, so since we figured that out, be thinking about your cartoon character.
He hates ponies.
He does. And since we are ready to roll the show on as normally, hopefully this is going to work out right tonight. But it is time for a new segment. Welcome to today, ladies and gentlemen. Each and individual day of this year has its own technical holiday.
Vinny likes no rules and picking first.
I don't care. So today is May 27th, also known as Sunscreen Protection Day, something that I don't listen to at all. That's why I have this lovely glowy tan. I have no choice but to and it's white up top. It's very hard to see, but this part is white, this part is tan. I don't like it. Hello, everybody. What's going on, Dr. Nick? Is that right? Hello, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. We're going to go with that anyway. There's no rules. Take off shirt. What's going on, Relentless? You motherfucker. But anyway, it's welcome to today. Today is Sunscreen Protection Day. Sunscreen Day educates and brings awareness to the importance of using sunscreen to protect yourself and your children from harmful UV rays of the sun. And as the more people are born on this earth and more pollutions go in there, the more rays are going to soak through.
Actually,
that is the fact.
It's not so much that the pollution, the ozone is thinning.
Right.
But the iron core inside the center of the earth that creates our gravitational pull and our magnetic field that protects us from the sun rays, that is starting to rotate in a different direction, and it's going to slowly weaken our magnetic field that holds the earth and the moon into our orbiting cycle. And so when that magnetic field starts breaking down, more and more sun rays get in, and so skin cancer is going to start rising over the next decade or so. Knowledge bomb.
Which is why you got to wear sunscreen. So this day is held on May 27th, just in advance of summer and vacation season. So make sure you wear your sunscreen. Ultraviolet rays from the sun is a serious risk to your health with all the steady depletion of the ozone layer above the earth, which is all you got from here. Stronger UV rays get through. Overexposure to the sun can cause...
my useless info in a decade, just a bro.
Can cause a number of health problems. It can cause skin cancer and sunspots, which I have a few of those. It can also result in premature aging of the skin. Doctors and medical professionals associate with the use of sunscreen to guard against health problems. They recommend the skin protection factor, the SPF of 15 or more. So, you guys over in Belgium, where the sun never goes down, it's always black and white, make sure you wear your sunscreen regardless of your gray tan. I don't know what is going on over there. What's sunscreen? I want to see the wife. Haven't seen her yet. Love her accent.
See,
yes, she's southern as hell.
Am I southern as hell?
Yes, you are. Farmer's Tan Jizzy, that's right. Because I work outside, mofos. And yes, sunscreen should be used on cloudy days. I don't agree with that, but whatever. UV rays can penetrate through the clouds, is what it says.
Yes, they can. And fog.
Yeah, and fog. Nothing penetrates the fog.
Actually, well, fogs are clouds, so they're just low-hanging clouds.
I'm rotisserie. Them's fighting words, Vinny. They might have found life on Jupiter's moon.
Yes, I heard
Sounds crazy.
that on Europa.
Yeah, and they said they found trees on Mars as well. I've heard that recently.
Well, the evidence of trees.
Well, that's trees on Mars.
Well, that's the evidence of trees. They've also already found the evidence of water and oceans, but that doesn't mean that they're still there.
Doesn't. But anyway. So now get out and celebrate Sunscreen Day in the sun and wear your sunscreen. The origin of Sunscreen Day comes from the National Health Organization, and they're like, hey, get out there and wear sunscreen. So there you go. A little bit of knowledge dropped upon you fiends today. Hopefully you learned something, but if you didn't, it's not my fault. Vinny, the segment's over. You can wake up now. What up? I'll send you a pic of my tan. I can't wait.
Don't flock in the fog. Okay.
That's hard to say.
Float in the fog.
Sunscreen is what causes cancer. Oh, well, there we go. Now we've been policed. But ducks float in the fog. Like anytime I think of fog, I always think of the Doctor Who episode when the fog came down. They had fish and whales and sharks and stuff in it. That's what I always think of.
Cocoa butter is not better than sunscreen. That magnifies.
Yeah, I think that actually cooks you from the inside out. It's a trap.
Magnifies it.
I'm gonna go get food. I will try to get back in for the you better wear sunscreen while you're out. Well, then again, like, he's half hair anyway, so you know he's like part
sponsored by a Jupiler because it's tubular.
Because it's tubular. Jubilar because it's tubular. So this is something else. I thought this would be kind of fun to do, and I'm probably gonna make a banner for it. But on what was it? It was either Monday or Wednesday show. I can't remember. Everything runs together. But somebody talked about doing fan fiction writing. And we did a little bit with me and Ron Mexico's Excellent Adventure, and it was absolutely hilarious. So I was like, it'd be kind of fun to pick out a couple people in the show tonight and then write fan fiction about what they would do on their adventures. So I'm going to take the first person that pops up right after Relentless, whoever this is. That's the first one.
Foxy.
No, because it depends on where it rolls to. It's whoever's in the bottom. Heroes! You too, Vinny. All right, so Heroes. And the next person that pops up is going to be who Heroes is hanging out with. And, oh, hang on. My finger wasn't ready. Hang on. All right, so we're going to leave it right here. Whoever's in this spot. D-Round! Okay, so Heroes and K-Push, they are on an adventure. Now it's time to write the fan fiction about what Heroes and K-Push will be doing on their adventure. So, Jizzy should stream watching new Ghostbusters movie.
Only if it's bootleg. You're not paying for that.
No. I don't even want to bootleg it. I don't want to give it the streaming views for it. My finger wasn't ready. My finger wasn't ready. I'm sorry.
Well, get your finger ready, boy.
Oh, look, I was screwed. Yeah, well, the thing is, I want to kind of do this from time to time. I think it would be kind of fun. So if you guys don't get in this time, there's always plenty more chances to do it. So Heroes and K-Push. Fishing in a river. I read it as fisting, but fishing in a river. Okay, all right. So they're fishing in a river. What's going on, young mommy? How are you doing, girl? They'll be visiting a penis museum. Okay, all right. So they're fishing in a river, and they're talking about going to the penis museum. And she likes chocolate. That has nothing to do with this story. And I like how the communist is talking about penis museum.
Communists like penis.
Ah, okay. All right, so K-Push.
Actually, they really don't, because there's a lot of crime over there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So K-Push and Heroes, they are fishing. They're getting ready to go see. No. They can't be doing two getting ready to go do things. They're already fishing, and they're talking about going to the penis museum.
Only focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah. They can't be going somewhere else. You have to continue the story with them fishing, or them leaving the fishing and then going to the penis museum. What happens? Then they catch a female Ghostbuster. Well, there's a way to tie it in. Just trying to fit in with your evil capitalist. I like how evil capitalist. That's funny. Okay. So they're fishing, and they've caught a female Ghostbuster, all right, and with plans to go to the penis museum. This is ridiculous. My head is hurting with this. Heroes and K-Push, Training Day 2, Jupiler and German Chocolate. What? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, no. While picking up butt plugs, kind of like mushrooms or something, they're scavenging. It took forever to pop up. It's not my fault. While fighting over a big red dildo. Wait, there's
the
big red dildo. We need a title. Then big brown shark came along. Okay, there's a good one. All right, so they caught the female Ghostbuster. They're also hunting butt plugs, and then a big brown shark came along, but the slippery eel latches onto her. Okay, so eel got the Ghostbuster. All right, Heroes and K-Push need to get lunch before penis museum. All right, that's coming up later. But the big brown shark, was it?
Eel.
No. The shark came up, and then the eel took the Ghostbuster. All right. How about Jupiler the movie? Yeah, but Jupiler the movie only pertains to Heroes. It doesn't pertain to K-Push at all. You got to put some K911 or some Free Wanda or something in there. Swiss. I know. I didn't say. He's not German.
I know. Who called him not Swiss?
I don't know, but they said Jupiler and chocolate, and I'm like, well, that's.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's calling himself piece of chocolate. I get it now. I got it.
German chocolate.
I got it.
Amphibian chocolate.
It took me a second. Now I'm on the same page. I'm playing with a whole deck of cards now.
So they got to get lunch, but first they got to deal with the eel taking the Ghostbuster and the brown shark coming up. So what's next? Jupiler ascending. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. So the name of the fan fiction is Jupiler ascending. Yeah, I've got to get a banner to bring up, and call it fan fiction or viewer fan fiction. Yeah, we'll do it that way. The Revenge of Jupiler. That's the sequel. The first one is Jupiler Ascending, and then whatever happens after this, that is The Revenge of Jupiler. Now, it's like the way you say Jupiler, it makes me think that like Heroes is like a superhero or something. Like he's got a cape made out of beer cans or something. You know what I never knew about? Uh-oh. Fabricate the brown shark. Out of what? You make the brown shark, and then you send it to me. Useful sometimes, every once in a while. So what happened? The eel took the female Ghostbuster. Brown shark, come on. The game man's got his own agenda to talk about, and you're not even helping. I never knew there was a U in the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger thing. You gotta go Power Rangers. You Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's what I've always said it.
Yeah.
Write it down. Shorten it. Jupiler's Wrath. That's the third one. That makes it a trilogy. Is Jupiler's Wrath. But we're not worried about the title. We're about what happened. I'm confused. What happens? They want to go to the penis museum, but they can't get there because an eel stole their Ghostbuster catch, and a brown shark is coming. Somebody fix it. The shark is spitting a big black double-ended dildo at them. Wow. Okay, at least we've got progress. Okay, the brown shark has a legendary butt plug, which is what they want. The brown shark is a Kardashian.
They throw it back.
They throw it back. But do they take the butt plug, or do they have to chase it?
It's best to not be in the not be lost.
We're writing viewer fan fiction. So 2 people in here, they are part of the fan fiction. So they need the butt plug, but it turns out that the particular brown shark is a Kardashian.
Apparently, a brown Kardashian shark butt plug is not what they need.
Right, that is not what they need. But we do have a problem because the eel took their Ghostbuster.
Oh, Hero stops to roll a cig. 3 hours later, they
Who said that?
Vinny.
Heroes grabs an Brew and gets superhuman strength. Okay, all right. I'm just lost with this story. I keep repeating it. If you would just pay attention and stop thinking about if you're the next Gordon Ramsay.
What do you think we are to pay attention, dude?
Do they have a treasure map to the plug? That's up to you guys. I'm not writing this. I'm reading what you guys say.
That's what makes it fanfiction.
Yeah, exactly, Ty Brian. So the Kardashian was the wrong brown shark with the wrong butt plug, so they threw it back and it was spitting dildos at him. But Heroes got superhuman strength from the Brew and then punched the Kardashian shark away, so it's gone. But we still got the eel problem with the Ghostbuster. K-Push pulls out his regular non-Swiss Army knife. That's not Swiss Army knife. Whatever drugs you guys take, I want some. I know. The Sharky. I like the map idea, like Uncharted notebooks. Way to tie it back in, right? Okay, so there's a map, but we still have the eel problem to deal with, and then they got to go get lunch before the damn
eels don't exist.
Donut museum, not dildo, penis museum.
Oh, now it's a donut museum.
And that's a donut museum. You guys said it, not me. Don't be all fighting back on me.
Nothing.
Oh, come on. You're clicking way too much. Click slower. See, I think you're dragging down the chat.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No. They just don't have anything to say.
They have no idea how this is going to go. They're just flatlined. They're like, eels? No.
It's too hard to make up a freaking story this late at night, early in the morning.
Apparently it is. Heroes drew a picture of the eel and the plug. Artist, Toot. Wait, did he do that really? Like, on Instagram? Or did you just say that he did it? Click it. Fatality, you are not helping this story at all. Use your thought brain, man. Come on, get out there. The eel swims upstream into Penis Museum's drain system. Thank God somebody went on with the story instead of just people like, this is weird. Just say something. K-Push pisses on the eel and it electrifies themselves. So he peed on it, and then the eel swam upstream to the Penis Museum. But they've got to go get lunch. K-Push starts to swim after the meal. Thank you. There we go. Now we go. No, the notebook, it's, oh my God, Fizz Kid. The dildo is the map. The dildo is the map. Turns the lightsaber. What? So they pick the dildo up. They grasp it. Is that how you grasp a double-ended dildo?
You would know.
And then it to a map like a lightsaber? Holy crap. Oh, wow. Okay. So they've gone to they still got to get lunch though. So K-Push peed on it, electrified him, the eel swam upstream, and then they picked up a dildo that the shark had spit at him, and then it is then used to kill the eel. But the eel's gone, and they have to go to the Penis Museum. But first, they've got to go get lunch. What's I just walking on? This is pretty much normal. This is how the show normally goes. All right, we've got to get a good ender. So obviously going to use the lightsaber dildo map to kill the eel, but we got to do that. Damn good story. We're not done yet. We got to finish it off, and then we'll move on to the next segment. But all right, so they go to eat at Power Plug's Fish and Chips. Okay, so they ate at Power Plunge Fish and Chips. They're going back to the museum to take out the eel.
Tacos at the fish and chips.
Were they eating tacos at the fish and chips? I like it. That works out. K-Push got a bad yeast infection capturing the eel. Well, he hasn't. Okay, all right, so we're working on it, but I like how you're participating now. The map points the way to the restaurants. So they don't even get to the museum. So like, we gotta go find. Get Power Plugs Fish and Chips serving tacos.
We must have tacos.
They need to go eat sushi. Need fish before penis. Is that some kind of hentai thing? Heroes orders the pork chops. Don't be questioning mark. It's statement. Make it happen. The electricity from the eel activates their Wi-Fi, and it's McDonald's interwebs. Of course.
Hey, you wanted viewer participation. You got it, dude.
Oh, holy crap. Okay. All right, so they've done all the food. Now they've got to go to the museum and take out the eel. Let's figure out how he's going to do that. Now they're going to use the map lightsaber that took him to the restaurant to kill the eel who K-Push peed on. All right, and stole their Ghostbuster. They use lube as a sauce. Is that what Power Plug serves as his side dish? He dips the fish tacos in lube. Fatality was making sushi at the restaurant. So you work at Power Plug's Fish and Chips serving tacos.
So who makes pork chops?
It's got to be Shy Guy. Heroes is pondering the pork chops, pondering strenuously. That's a weird word for me. The guard sees Heroes and won't let them in. Nope. So that's it. That's where the story ends. They don't even the guard. They're like
tacos for you.
They're like no. This is at the museum. Because I refuse to let capitalists in. Okay, all right, so Liswitz is the guard at the museum, and they're like, but we got to get in there and stop this eel who stole our Ghostbuster, and he's like, nope, and that's it. The eel's scramoflage works well next to them penises. I like that. I like how it says eel scramoflage. They walk into the museum, the eel knocks them out, takes their gallbladders.
Wow.
Nope, credits. I had to switch to Chrome because Safari sucks ass. That's all right. We're I think okay. All right, so that's the end. The end is they go to the museum to try to stop the eel who blends in with all the penises at the museum. The Liswitz guard says, nope, end credits. Now, alternate ending on the DVD release is this. They break into the museum, the eel knocks them out, takes their gallbladders, then credits. There we go. We have solved this mystery.
Is it time for the next segment now?
It is time for the next segment now. And this one... That's right, suck it up, Buttercup, you asked. No, I did. I just want you guys to keep saying stuff and go for it. The eel with arms is creepy. All right, now this is going to take some, hopefully this is going to work out right. So let's find out if I can do all this. This is what I'm going to try to sort of like progress the show to, so you need to be quiet. They call Balish to... use his blast off power to kill Leo. No, don't be starting chiming in now. It's over. The end credits have rolled. Applause. Oh God, I have never laughed so much in a long time. Well, you do have a fantastic restaurant. All right, let's see if we can do this right. All right, everybody be quiet. Fox, shut up.
That didn't sound good.
Let me try it again.
Where's the slimy dragon?
I didn't make it.
Who made it?
Tar. Tarfinger made me an intro for Nerdy News, and that was the first time attempting it. I think it worked out pretty well. It's not bad. So anyway...
What do you mean we never start on time? You never get here on time.
Yeah, you never get here on time. What the heck was that? Nerdy News was sponsored by K-Swiss and Monostat. There we go. All right, nerdy news. Tonight's segment is based around probably the biggest thing to hit comic books since the invention of fucking paper. And if you guys have not seen the news cluttering your Facebooks and actually hitting news channels alike, like this is national effing news. And I don't know why. I don't get it why. The news is obviously what the title of the show tonight is based around. Hail Hydra. That being said, this is the problem tonight, and that is this particular issue right there, which is Steve Rogers, Captain America #1. If you guys have not had a chance to read it, there's going to be some spoilers going on, but honestly, it's been around since Wednesday. If you haven't seen them yet, you probably should get out of your cave every once in a while, heroes, and see the world. But anyway, we're going to be talking about this tonight because this changed the surface of the entire world. It's pissing off the Jewish population. It's pissing off comic book fans. It's pissing off everybody that they can piss off in the entire world. We're going to talk about it. It's not your fault. Chat is slow. Yeah, it is, apparently. There he is, Trenzorg. How you doing? Nerdy News, hosted by Jupiter. Yeah, I heard. Boo to this idea. Okay. If you guys have not had a chance to read this, if you haven't a chance to pick it up, you don't want any spoilers, you better back out now because I'm about to break it all down. Okay. So, let's do this slow. Marvel last month and the month before launched this title called Standoff. I have not had a chance to read it, but this is the premise of Standoff. Standoff, you see right there, that is Captain America. He's an old person. Now, what had happened in the comics is that Captain America's powers slowly drained away. When that happened, he started to age to 90 years old, which is the age he would have been if he had not had gotten frozen or whatever, or had the superpowers, or however you choose to choose the lore of Captain America. Anyway, so he was 90. In Standoff, there was this sort of neighborhood where the people of S.H.I.E.L.D., that banner needs to die, where the people of S.H.I.E.L.D. had sort of been stashing away villains for a long time. The villains, they wiped their minds, so they didn't know who they were. Anyway, the Baron, the same bad guy from Civil War, was actually there, and they sent him in there to sort of fix some stuff, blah, blah, blah. There was this little Crystal Cube girl, and the Crystal Cube girl actually restored Captain America's youth. Okay. What's going on, Creeper? Oh, did you guys come in together? That's adorable. They restored Captain America's youth, which is what spawned this title right here, which is Captain America #1. In the back of this book, it actually shows the new books that are coming out. All right, which are those? And obviously, this one right here is that cover. Okay. So a quick breakdown is whenever Captain America became old, he relinquished the title to his best friend Falcon. Falcon then became Captain America, which is actually one of those covers. It's actually this cover right here is Captain America #1 with Falcon. Okay, so when he became young again, and now this is getting blah, blah, blah. When he became young again, they decided to share the title of Captain America, and that brings us into this. All right, so this is when this book launch was on Wednesday. It broke the world, man. People are so pissed off, and the reason they're pissed off is because Captain America's back. The young Captain America's back, and at the end of this book, this is what you get. This is the final page, and in this Captain America, the brand new Captain America, saying, "Hail Hydra." Now, the reason that he's saying Hail Hydra is because in the previous page, you can see right here, and let's see if I can remember this. Oh, yeah. This character named Jack Flag, who's been around for a very long time, Captain America kicks Jack Flag out the back of the plane that he's flying. All right, so in order to get this scientist right here. So he kicks Jack Flag out the back. Now, granted, in this title, Jack Flag flew this weird, cylinder thing up to the plane and then grabbed on it. Captain America turned on him, kicked him out the back of the plane. In this comic, what they're saying is, what people are saying around the world, look at the news organization. You're talking your local news covered this. This is a comic book, people. All right. So what it is that Captain America originally was created to fight the Nazis. He was here to empower the American spirit. And one of the very first covers of Captain America was him punching Hitler, right? Fighting back against the Jews. Now, the Jewish population is fighting back against this. They're taking, they took my Captain America. And this is my standpoint up before we even break this comic book down, is good! Good! I'm so glad they're doing something with Captain America to make him relevant or make him anything. When was the last time anybody gave a damn about Captain America? We've already said it.
If he wasn't already your childhood hero.
If he wasn't already, but anyway, the last time Captain America was relevant was in Civil War, the comic books, when they finally killed him off. Tarfinger, you missed it, man. They killed him off in the comic books, and it made it so awesome and relevant. And after that, it's just Captain America again. He was in a foreign land or whatever. This made national news, him tearing into Hydra. And the problem that I'm having with it is most of the people who covered it didn't even read this. It's very rare that I read a comic book other than Walking Dead. It is very rare. But I decided to pick this up because I'm curious. Okay, number one, this whole comic book for the first like 10 pages is all talking about Steve Rogers as a kid growing up in the Hydra community. Okay, so what? Then he gets his powers, become Captain America. 90 years later, this happens. All right. Jack Flag, who he kicked out the back, who you never saw land, never saw die, flew up to this on some weird little hoverboard, okay? Then he gets kicked out the back. They don't see him land. They don't see him die. It's an assumption that he died. And they're like, oh, it couldn't be a story arc because he killed Jack Flag. There's no proof he killed Jack Flag. It could be some kind of undercover thing that Steve Rogers is doing to sort of get this scientist on his side. But what they're doing is they're turning it like, oh no, Captain America is turning his back on the Jewish population. It's a comic book. Who the hell cares? This is pissing me off because people are pissed off. That's my problem with it. This is issue 1. Who knows how long this is going to last, and who knows what the story arc is even going to be. It could be the best thing to ever happen to Captain America ever, but they're not even giving it a chance. They're already slandering this issue, and I don't understand why. Nothing bad happened in this episode that hasn't happened in any other comic book lore ever. Sometimes the good guys have to do something bad for a little bit in order for the greater good of everything. That's the whole point of what Civil War is even about.
Oh, self-sacrifice.
What I missed? You missed so much stuff, man. We actually played the new intro to the Nerdy News, and you missed it. I fell out the plane on Uncharted yesterday. I lived.
You had to clean that up a little bit.
What?
It sounded like rustly and stuff. Like you need to clean it up.
Not my fault. He did it. He wrote it.
Well, I mean...
But anyway,
your speakers made it come out bad.
I can't help it. So anyway, this is what the Nerdy News is all about, is this Captain America #1. Now, if you haven't had a chance to read it, pick it up. Try it if you get a chance to, because they're thinking that Captain America is turning all bad. But the thing that's problematic that I have with it is that they have this love story with Agent 13. She was the chick in the movie that Captain America kissed at the end. It's Agent Carter's niece or something like that. They actually have this whole romantic scene where there's no evidence of there's no evidence of anything that Steve Rogers is a secret Hydra agent. He may have grew up in the Hydra. That doesn't mean that he's actually a Hydra agent. All you have is him kicking a guy who just flew up to the damn plane out the back and saying, "Hail Hydra." That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It doesn't mean he's turned against all of humanity and it's time to get your Fox News and CNN involved in a comic book dispute. So the news is going to kill comics. Sleeve that comic might be. Well, the fun fact is that because I am a comic collector, I know how things work. So of course, you get one to read, one to keep. But that's not my point. Damn, it's cool. I've heard of it. Well, it just launched this Wednesday. That's what this is. Trav, what's going on, my friend? But no, it's nothing about the Jewish people. It's just about people overreact. Like the time that we live in, because this is the age of internet, and it seems like
the age of information. Nobody actually looks up the information.
Yeah,
it's react.
It seems that everybody has a voice when nobody needs one, really.
Basically, a decade ago, when everybody started having internet and everybody's home, was the age of information. Now, it's the age of overreaction.
It really is. Like, it seems like it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you say, like, I don't like that, and it gets on the news, people get behind you for some damn reason. So it goes back to the same damn thing about that stupid woman in Florida being like, I don't like it that I gotta talk to my kids that a toy in Toys R Us has meth in it. Blue meth, really? Because that exists.
Because
it's like, shut up.
Your kids should know what meth is. If your kid knows what meth is, the toy is not your issue.
Right. What if he got brainwashed? Yeah, what if? That doesn't say anything about this in this comic book, and people are losing their shit about it. They have lost their minds. They're turning on Marvel. Fans that have read Marvel for so long are dropping it. They're like, I'm never going to read another Marvel issue again. And nothing even happens in this. Now, granted, if Jack Flag had been kicked out the back and he splattered on the pavement, blood everywhere, eyeballs out, he is dead. Okay, you got yourself a something to work with. But that didn't happen. He got kicked out the back, as you saw. Can you add me back on PSN? I probably can. Did you send me a request? See, this is how it ends. Right there. He flies out the back. That never shows him. And then the next thing is that. The next thing is Hail Hydra. With an ad. You got to have an ad because you got to get your munchkin puppies. That's it. It doesn't show him splat. Now, if in issue 2, splat on Jack Flag, fine. Okay. He's bad. Jews are right. But my point is, give it a chance. Give the series a chance. It's a brand new series. You don't know where they're going with it. And I think it's good. I think it's good that they're making Captain America different. He's not the same old bland person that's been around for 70 years.
He's learned you can't always play by the books.
People overreact. Welcome to Earth. You're exactly right, DMK. You really are. Soccer moms, everything nerds love will fall. And from the ashes of their cult, we'll build a better one. I like that. I really do. Yeah, I'm going to get it. Peter Griffin, that's what grinds my gears.
There you go.
It's not about even gear grinding. It's just that they're not even giving it a chance. And nothing even happened. They told this sort of love story between the Carter and Steve Rogers. The fact that he's back, he's doing Captain America things, trying to stop Hydra. And then what seems to me, the way I read it as a normal functioning human being, it is he needed Jack Flag out of the plane. He needed to talk to the scientist about the Cube Girl. That's what he needed. And they don't even give it a chance. It's like they didn't even read it. They just skipped to Hail Hydra, and then all of a sudden he's, taken back on fighting the Nazis from the 40s.
They didn't read it at all. They only took that last picture and said that was the whole concept.
Yeah. The news organizations didn't give a damn about it, but it's new. This is nerdy news, not CNN.
The media is paid to rile up the mass populace.
I want to read the other ones to see what happens. I do too. I really do. And I haven't read this, but I've heard that Standoff is really, really cool. It's a one-off. This is it. That's it. Everything happens in here. Steve Rogers becomes young again, and then it starts off with this. And they don't even give it a chance before they start slandering it and think, oh no, you're attacking all the Jews, and then, oh no, Hitler really wins because no, stop that. People, you got to develop your own opinion, and the only way to develop your own opinion is not to listen to me, but to read the comic book. After you read the comic book, fine, then you can say whatever you want. But again, everything is there with issue 1. Nothing happens that is different. Jack Flag lands on a building, turns into Batman. Poof, there we go. Can the Hail Hydra be sarcastic? Maybe. We don't know. We haven't read issue 2 yet. That is exactly the whole point. It's all part of Marvel's plan. I totally agree with you, Raven. I really do. They're just not even giving it a chance. And honestly, this goes back to the same thing of me not liking Civil War and asking my Marvel friends, one of my Marvel friends actually works for Marvel. Just saying. But I asked them, I said, what'd you guys think of Civil War? They loved it. I hated it because of the ending. And now these same people who love Civil War hate this issue. And I'm like, you're not even giving it a chance. Like, these are Marvel super fanboys. They're not even giving it a chance. Why? I don't understand. And if anyone out there doesn't want to buy the issue for that reason, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to have the Munchkin puppies. So news is talking comics. What's the government hiding now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're making a big fuss over a comic book.
This thing was flooding my feed before I was even liking it. And I don't understand. I don't understand what the hate is. I'm trying to continue my 80s cartoon interest. Doing Care Bears versus Happy. Happy who? What is Happy? I don't know what Happy is. Is that a cartoon? Except nerdy news. Angelic, you know how to creep perfectly. But I mean, that's my opinion on it. And I don't expect my opinion to change anybody's point of view. But all I want is a broader point of this. Like, come back with an argument. If you read the issue and you seriously think that Captain America is done for and it actually offended you personally to where you have to hide your children from the world, then tell me why. But if not, don't come with the argument that, oh, yep, he punched Hitler in 1943, and nope, because he said Hail Hydra once, oh, no, takes it away, and, he's a Nazi now. It doesn't make any sense. Captain America exits comic starts. Ha! Goddamn! Happy by Pharrell. Oh, you're talking about the Care Bear music and the music by Oh, okay, I got you. If you stood by DC or Marvel, why the hate?
Stop reading.
Why the hate to stop
reading. Why would you
reading?
just stop reading it because of the storyline that you don't even know the end?
Yeah,
of
if they had the trade and you read the trade and didn't like it, fine. But the thing about comics is It's just until the next day, until they write something brand new to bring you back into it. Gets Jesse Ventura the line. Comic is a comic, unwad the undies. I totally agree. It really is. It's a thing. Who cares? It's a comic book. If you don't want your kids to read it, then don't buy it for them. And if you don't like the content, then don't buy it. Like, buy what you like. That's why I don't have a box at my comic book store, because I want to go in and see what catches my eye. I don't want to be constantly reminded, oh, I got to pick up Spider-Man, got to pick up Batman. I want to walk in. Do I want that issue? Yes. Does this intrigue me? Does this particular issue intrigue me? Yes, it very well does. I'm so curious. Like, I am not a Captain America fan. I like him in the movies, but overall, Captain America in comics is very, very bland to me. Like, when he shows up to help out Spider-Man, cool, but I don't pick up Avengers. I think he's very boring. This made me want to buy it, and the story arc makes me want to read it. I think that's a good thing. Jizzy, I'll tag you in my mashups post on Instagram. Please do. I want to see it. I'm so curious. I've got to hear it. Friendship, yeah, make sure you guys vote in the wild card round. Friendship or whiskey, this is the only one tonight, so it's going to be a lot of votes, hopefully. They should talk about Real Crime, the new Ghostbusters films. Exactly. All right, so that is all for nerdy news. I know it's kind of a rant. It's kind of a...
That was a nerdy rant.
It was definitely kind of a rant, but honestly, if you want to hear a super rant, we'll talk about the new Ghostbusters movie, but we'll do that on Monday. This reminds me of those stupid report on violence in video games. Yeah, exactly. Violence existed long before television even existed.
It's To Kill a Mockingbird all over again.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. It really is. All it is a way to divert the attention from the real problem. And the problem in this country is parenting, honestly.
No, it's the lack thereof.
Well, yeah, it is. It's the fact of you don't want to talk to your kids, so you want to take away the issue that's in front of you by making some weird, stupid argument about it. And they're like, well, you're right. Yeah, our toys should not have blue meth in it, because you would have to say, oh, honey, that's not for you.
Again,
like, it's so difficult for you to parent.
If your 5-year-old kid knows what blue meth is or looks like,
yeah,
there's a bigger issue.
Yeah, see, Swap Meet knows exactly what's going on. Like, all you gotta do is talk to your kids. And if your kids get out of line, punch them in the face!
Well, don't
seriously.
punch them in the face.
No.
A spanking on the high.
I'm telling you, a punch in the face goes a long way. You know, seriously, if your kid is painting feces on your wall, they won't do it no more.
Actually, they need a psychic evaluation, because that's
lag causes violence. Hence the Night Trap post on Instagram. The game was one of the few why we have ESRB rating. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's the thing is that people just don't want to parent anymore, and that's a major problem.
They just
regardless
don't want it to be
of where
available, so they don't have to stop their kid from finding it.
Yeah, the Bible,
bloodiest book ever. You know, yeah.
Twat them! All right, so let's move on to something that I actually think is really, really cool. I don't know how long this is going to last, but since this is comic book news, DC launched their brand new title, which is DC Universe Rebirth. I'm very curious as to what they're going to do with this. Is this going to be like a New 52 thing? I know they're bringing back some old characters like Wally West and a few like that. But the major thing, and I haven't read this yet. I've been busy reading Captain America 1. What did Fatality say? If my childhood what?
If my child knows what meth is, I'm getting my Switch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. Your grandmother told you to go pick your Switch, and you best not pick the small one, because you're going to go back for the bigger one. Or she'll go get it herself.
Yeah.
You get caught in the night trap. Toot. All right, they should look at 2000 ad. Oh, you're talking. Yeah. So this is DC Universe Rebirth. All right. Now, I haven't had a chance to read it, but it seems pretty cool. And check out this double cover. Look at that. How badass is that? Now, the thing about DC Universe Rebirth that has me so excited. Now, I don't know if this is going to continue or not, right? But I picked it up for $2.99. As I've seen so far, all of the initial launches, you're talking about Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, all these new ones are $2.99. This is the entire story arc right here in DC Universe Rebirth, right here. And it's got some cool stuff going on in there. I mean, it's got some cool stuff. But even in the top, look at it, $2.99. $2.99. DC is coming at you, Marvel. Marvel may be having the Captain America story arc, which I'm all about. But when it comes down to something, price is a big thing. Right here, you're looking at $5. I paid $5 twice for this book. It's not even that thick. This is the entire story arc. Look at that bad boy. That is a big thing for $3. And it seems like all their titles, at least the first ones, and I could be wrong, all of them are going to be $3 a piece. You're talking 3 versus 5. That's a savings right there. Brave missed out on that. Sorry about that. What issue is that? This is issue 1. It just came out Wednesday. This only launched Wednesday. Stillbirth.
Talking about DC Universe Afterbirth.
Oh.
Stillbirth.
But yeah, this is Rebirth, and it seems pretty cool. It's something I really want to check out, find out where they're going to go with it. But honestly, price means a lot. $3 versus $5 is a big deal, especially when you're picking up multiple titles. If you're going to want to read Green Lantern and Flash.
Rick is British.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And so is what's her face.
Yeah, if you're gonna read multiple titles, then that's a savings already. If you like reading Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man and stuff, you're still gonna pay $5 a piece. But DC is knocking them back $2 under Marvel and giving you brand new stories with classic characters coming in. I'm telling you, it's a better deal. Start the new Spawn series has been $2.99 as well. It's a great deal. It really is. I mean, it is. When you're talking about people collecting actual issues, unlike me, who pretty much go for the trades, especially when you're talking about Walking Dead stuff. Like, I like the trades because there's so many Walking Dead comic books out there. It's going to be very hard to collect them all. But when you're talking about walking to a comic book shop, and this one is $5 and this one is $3, which one are you going to pick up? He was in Teachers first. Okay. Too bad Marvel won't do X-Men or Fantastic Four issues, games, toys, etc. anymore because they don't own the film rights. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. So I need to pick that up. Honestly, I would have picked up 2 of these, but this is the only one they had left. Had to Google it, and he spoke with a British accent. Felt like my life was a lie.
Talking about Andrew Lincoln.
I know. Yeah, he's talking about it because Carl. Yeah, it's not none of that stuff. It's Coral.
You know, and Maggie's British too, by the way. And there's a handful of people that are British.
Yeah.
Of the actors.
Yeah, four comics for $20 is very expensive, especially when, like I said, like this Captain America comic is the biggest thing to hit, and it's actually not very much comic book, whereas this one is $2 cheaper and it's thick as hell. That's what she said. All right, so let's move on to a lighter side of things. What else did I pick up this week? I also picked up the Twilight Zone Shadow #2. I haven't had a chance to read it, but it looks really, really cool. I like...
Why do they have that one if it's any good?
I like the Shadow. I think he's a great character, and I like the fact that they're mixing it up with Twilight Zone. Don't know anything about it, but I did pick up issue 2. Are we doing Mad Libs? I plan on it. Yes, I do. But can I get through my first segments before you start doing other things, or you got to leave?
It's called...
I guess so. I also picked up Darkseid's War #9 again. This is why I'm trying to do a comic book list of my Amazing Spider-Man stuff, because I actually have 2 of these now. Teachers, the Dorky Years. I don't know what he's talking about.
Teachers is a British show that Andrew Lincoln was on.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
I already put all this together. You're talking about Power Plug being ADD, but you're...
British do a better American accent. I kind of fight you on that a little bit because I'm as American as I get, but I do have this British accent in a spray. So hear me. Hang on now. All right, so what's going on there, Stacey Fox? All right, let's try this out here. A little bit of British accent spray. No, right, hello. Right, my name is Jizzy, and I like to talk like this. And sometimes I like to go out in the fog and go for swimming. See? I think I can do it too. How much you spend a week on comics? Honestly, I don't buy that many comics. I know it seems like it, but I sort of store them up and then show them. This week I spent a lot more than I usually do. I decided to pick up... Now, this has nothing to do with the Amazing Spider-Man that I've shown before, but this is the brand new Amazing Spider-Man, just launched. This is issue 12. This is technically volume 3 of Amazing Spider-Man. And I have a few of them, but I don't have them all yet. I just like the cover. But the intriguing part is that it says, uh-oh, Mary Jane is back, but with Tony Stark. I'm a huge Tony Stark fan. I like him a lot. I like Mary Jane. Of course, I like Spider-Man, so I decided to pick it up. But, sounds Aussie. Accent Budka says, Dick Van Dyke Mary Poppins. I have to do a fake Asian accent. No, that's very racist of you. See, it's racist to do an Asian accent, but it's not racist to do a British accent. All right. So this honestly is, other than the Captain America and the DC Universe Rebirth, I think this is awesome. This is probably my favorite pickup of the entire week. I mean, even though the Captain America is really cool and I love the story arc, this is probably my favorite. This is from DC Comics, and it is Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. That's a real thing. It's a real series. It's Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, and check out the cover. This is actually an adult coloring book comic cover. Yeah. So they're hitting that trend of adult coloring comic books. But check it out. This is what the actual cover looks like. The only thing I don't like is Velma. She looks really weird and small, but I like everything else. I like how they changed Shaggy. I like how they changed it all up. And it looks really, really cool. When you look inside, the artwork is nice and pretty. It looks really crisp and clean, and I like how they changed the characters. You're talking something that's been around since, I think, the 60s is when Scooby-Doo first launched. And they're actually turning it around. They're making it sort of relevant, and it all just seems really, really cool. Hopefully you like a lot of words if you pick it up. What is going on, Phase Demon? How you doing, man? We are talking about Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, and it's by DC Comics, which I guess they just bought the rights to it or whatever. I don't know. But I like it. I like it. I think it's a really cool, nifty idea, very different. And if you get a chance, I say pick it up. I haven't read it. I don't know what the story's about, but just the cover alone had me hooked. And they actually made variant covers of these. This is just the best one, I thought. Have you read TMNT and Batman? I have not, but I do have my copies here. So since you brought it up, I only have 3 of the 6. Yeah, 3 of the 6. I actually do have issue 1, finally. Finally, I have issue 1 of TMNT and Batman. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Velma Jinkies. Velma's my crush. I know. That looks pretty cool. It really does. It seems really neat. And this, I've heard, is absolutely amazing. It's a great read. It finally ended. I think they launched the final issue, but I just haven't had a chance to get it. Mr. Sunday Heat! How are you doing, my man? No spoilers, but wait for X-Men movie for Blu-ray, 4 out of 10. Really? Damn, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Seriously? Now, are you comparing it to the comics?
Well, how about Olivia Moon? Is she like as hot as you think she's gonna be?
Yeah. I did see the zombie Archie, but again, I'm not an Archie fan. The only reason that I bought the zombie versus Archie Predator is because I thought it was a cool twist. And honestly, again, it's like the Steve Rogers thing. They're just trying to do something new with such an old character. I think it's a good way to continue and make it a relevant character, but I'm not going to pick it up. Ooh, Velma's tight orange jumper. Do Velma and Daphne finally make out in the comics? Well, you gotta read it. I don't know. Scooby-Dum is my favorite. All right. So there is issue 2 of Batman and Turtles. I think the cover art is absolutely amazeballs. I think it's great. And then the final one that I have is actually issue number 5, where you actually got Arkham Asylum and then Shredder standing on top of it with Joker. I'm so curious. I can't wait to get the ones that I'm missing and finally read that. That is definitely on my to-read list. I'm hoping to see Batman go face-to-face with Bebop and Rocksteady. It might happen. That was sarcasm. I know. I'm just messing with you. That's how it generally works. Have you read Fanboys vs. Zombies? I have not. What is that? I don't know what that is. It seems something different. All right. Let's talk about the wild card round, because I know a few people just popped in, but I appreciate you guys doing it. Balls, this is the final for the wild card round. Make sure you vote for your favorite. Type it in, I see it with them capital letters. Friendship or whiskey, what do you like? Whoever wins this goes on to the final round, which will be Monday for the grand finale of the Ultra Random Brawl. It will be pizza, vagina, versus one of these two right here. Who has the best chance to win, or who's your favorite? Choose what you want. Make sure you vote. You gotta vote, because it means something to somebody, because somebody's gonna win something from my collection due to your votes alone. Also, on Monday's show, if you are in here, I like turtles. What's going on, Corey? If you are in here on Monday, we will be then choosing new Brawl participants, with this being the Cartoon Brawl. Now, granted, Vinny, time to go to sleep. There's a lot of rules involved with this Brawl. Basically, we're not going to go in order of Nerd Council, Reverse Council, or anything. It's basically going to be, I'm going to hold my finger here. Whoever the next person is gets to choose their own cartoon character, mainly from cartoon series. If the cartoon series evolved into a movie, that is fine. But if it was a cartoon movie evolved into a series, a lot like Disney stuff, it is a no-go. So, be thinking about who you want in your Cartoon Brawl.
Don't say it out loud right now.
Don't say it right now. Don't say it right now, because somebody's going to steal it. Oh, no, not rules. I know. But, this being said, you got to show up in order to be in it. I'm probably going to make 48 slots, so the first 48 people that land down here is the only ones that are going to be in it. So you got to get in early, and we will take breaks, so it's not going to be all in the front of the show or all at the end of the show. It's going to be spread out. But the only way to do it, you got to be in here, and you got to vote for something you haven't seen yet. There are Yuri and Velman and Daffy comics. What? What is Yuri? I don't know what Yuri is. But anyway, yeah, make sure you guys vote in this because it does mean something to somebody. But if you want to get in the next Brawl, you got to be here. And it doesn't matter who you are. As long as you're here, you are involved in it. 48 sluts. Nice. I got 99 problems, but the rules ain't one. Toot. When will this happen? On Monday's show, on Memorial Day. We'll be back on Memorial Day. Same.
Do you have all the TMNT Pops?
I do not have all of the TMNT Pops. I have the 4 Ninja Turtles, which are right there, and Shredder, which is right there. I have 5 of them. I didn't get the April, and I think they make a Splinter. I didn't get the Splinter. Yuri is Communist cousin. What?
It's girl and girl.
Okay. Thank you, Big Daddy Juggalo, because sometimes I don't know things, and that's why I have you guys in here to tell me stuff. Yuri, lesbian, and Japanese. That just sounds like you're bragging. Like, I mean, seriously, like, no, I know what it means, baby.
Well, at least he knows what it means when he said it.
That's true. Yeah, why
You're
not?
an amphibian fatality.
He is definitely an amphibian. All right, so let's talk a few more about comic books. Moving right along. I picked this up at a comic book show recently, and the dude didn't charge me anything for it. Basically gave it to me for free, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious, so I had to have it. And it's actually Married with Children issue 3. I didn't know they made a comic book. I didn't know anybody wanted a Married with Children comic books. And they made more than 2. But I'm like, you know what? I was flipping through the bunch of books, and I was like, Married with Children comic book? Sure. I give it a 5 if they should have waited one more year to drop this movie. It looks a bit rushed and cheese is a little. Oh, that's terrible. But honestly, like, the artwork is absolutely freaking ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Look at the artwork in this. That is just stupid. But the reason that I picked it up is because on the front cover, there it is, the giant poster is still in it. The giant poster is still intact in there, and it's basically the cover, but it's a big Kelly Bundy poster still intact, and I'm like, maybe a few years this might have some value or something. So I'm like, sure. And then so I took it up there, and he goes, you know what, I'll just throw this in what you bought. So cool. Why is Al, what is she? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I didn't read it. I probably won't read it. But happy birthday and get out. So this is actually the title. And oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Solitary Sentinel. I bet that was a good movie. Oh, no, it's a comic book. Oh, yep, there's Al Bundy right there. Yeah, see? A lot of good stuff going on. It looks like bad porn is what it really looks like. How was Apocalypse in it Sunday? Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Swap meet, I'm no Leo. Kelly Bundy, the Bundy bounce. So, and this one is probably going to make some of you guys, this comic book will make some of you drool. It really will. I don't know how I found it. I don't have a clue how I found this, but as soon as I did, I had to go to eBay and buy it. That's the only place I found it. It's not in your available comic store. It's about 4 years old, I think, maybe 3 years old. But this is going to make some of you comic book fans absolutely drool. I do apologize in advance, but I had to have it. So this is, I don't know the exact issue, but it was, it's 1 year old. Never mind. So it's May 2015. So it's last year. It's actually 1 year ago. So it's Superman Action Comics, and Hodor. And this is the actual cover. And it is a Bill and Ted reference right there. It's really, really cool cover, and it's in these like super duper bag and boards. I haven't even had a chance to open and look at it, but I love this cover. Family Matters comic book. I'm sure that exists. I think all those existed. I think they did a Full House comic. They did a Full House video game. Well, somebody made a Full House video game. Looks absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, you can see some of the other take place Supermen in the booth right there. You got Steel and Superboy and the one nobody cares about and that weird one in the back. And then you got Lois Lane up top. But yeah, I thought this was absolutely hilarious, and I don't know what they're going for nowadays. I got a really good deal. It's in really, really good condition. That's a perfect cover. It really is. It's awesome. Splinter is nice. You should get it, nerdy. Fred, I probably won't, man, just based on the fact of, like, my pops are sort of at a capacity at this point, and it's only a need basis, and I don't really need Splinter. Is he with Doomsday? Yes, he is! Yeah, he's actually right in the top of the booth in perfect Bill and Ted standpoint. Bill plus Ted 3 is happening right. From what I have, yes. What in the world? I love the nostalgia has been surfacing. Yeah, it has, because a lot of the people from my generation are actually getting jobs in the comic book industry, and they're bringing stuff back like that. From what I've heard, yes, they're still working on starting shooting probably next year, but they've been saying that for the past 10 years. Facts of Life comic, Tootie. Amazeballs. It really is. I think it's awesome. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about some toys and stuff. And the first thing up is I got a package. I got a package from my friends at the Toy Den Nerds. Let's find out what it is. I pretty much know what it is, but let's find out what it is. What I like about the Toy Den Nerds is that they package their stuff really nicely. So if you order something, it's probably going to come to you well packaged, because I know what it is and I know what size box it would take to do it. And they actually sort of, what do you call it? Overcompensated, which is actually a good thing when it comes to that. Can we guess? Yes, you can, Fizz-Kid. Guess away. Okay. You want to guess? Tootie with roller skates. Yeah, I mean, this is very, very well packaged. And Ruby! No, it's not Ruby. No, it's not Ruby in here.
Hi, Ruby.
They normally do Bill and Ted's show at Halloween Horror Nights. Some of the shows are on YouTube. I've actually seen those. They're actually really, really cool. The characters look really, really good, and then they always intertwine other characters. I like that. I like Joe from Facts of Life. What a random fact to tell me. Thank you very much, DMK. I really appreciate. You know what? The rest of we're not going to even show toys. The rest of the time, just tell me random facts about yourself. I want to know you more personally, and I'm so happy that I know that you like Joe from Facts of Life. You know, I think I can sleep better now.
Toy Dens want to know what's in the box.
Yeah, I know, right? Bill and Ted figures. Yes.
Is it one of their cats?
They are. Ooh, they're actually making. NECA is actually making Bill and Ted figures. Tell them all about it. What did J2B say?
What'd you say you got this from?
I got this from the Toy Den Nerds, baby. MC Hammer Pants. They need to make Lord of the Rings comics. I'm sure they do. I'm 100% they make Lord of the Rings comics. Joe was hot. Is there a Memphibian in the box? I don't know. All right, I still like turtles. Corey, thank you so much for telling me. I do enjoy learning these random facts about you. And the fact that DMK loved Joe, I think I'm going to sleep a lot better tonight. All right, I'm tired of waiting on your damn guesses. So this is what I got from the Toy Den Nerds. And as you can see, it is very well packaged. Lots of peanuts. It's actually bubble wrapped and stuff. And all that's in here is a pop. And now this pop is very special. And because the Toy Den Nerds absolutely love me. And I bought this. They didn't send this to me for free. That's not how this works. I actually purchased this from them. But this is the Soul Survivor from Fallout 4. This was not on my list to buy. This was not my must-have pop. This is not like a few of the other pops out there. The reason that I had to have this is because if you look at the front, check it out, read it, learn it, and then you look at the side, read it, learn it. Yes! It is sort of a mistake pop. Now, granted, I don't know if there's more like this out there. I don't know. But the fact is, it is still a mistake pop on the side that is not spelled right. Maybe in Belgium it is spelled right, but it's not. I watched Teen Mom 2. Holy crap, we're learning so much. I don't speak Chinese. So, this is the Fallout 4 Soul Survivor, and on the side, it is Soul Survivor. Look at that. Server. So that's why I had to have it. This is definitely going in the collection. This is actually something I'm probably going to get one of those clear cases for.
It kind of has to stay in the box.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's staying in the box.
Because the box is the whole point.
Like, that's what it was. But if you guys actually like pops or anything you pretty much buy at Hot Topic, hit up the Toy Den Nerds. They got a lot of cool stuff, and they'll sell it to you at relatively good prices. It's pretty much retail plus shipping, which is what's really cool about it. And that's what I like. And as you can see from the packaging, this is a pop figure. It can go in a smaller box, but they took the time to wrap it in bubble wrap and then put it in peanuts so that it made it here safe and sound, and that's what I honestly love. I like dolphin smiles. Oh, that's awesome. I have a smartphone. See, we're learning so much, and honestly, I'm going to get some good sleep tonight because of it, and I really appreciate you guys sharing this with me. Speaking of Ruby in a box, I'm getting a house.
And apparently JGB needs power armor.
Can I come over? Can I come over and sit on your shelf?
You're not even listening to what I just said.
I like food. What do you say about it?
I said JGB apparently needs a power armor pop.
I actually saw one today at Target and the box was crushed. It was really perfect for you because you don't keep boxes, baby. Mark Shepard drool. Mine's the same. It doesn't matter if it's the same or not. I wanted it.
Your creeper likes the color green.
You like the color green? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Since my creeper likes the color green, we got green for a
Sign
while.
the papers today. What kind of papers, Ruby?
She signed the papers for her house, girl.
Her hizzy.
Her hizzy.
Congrats, woman.
Congrats, Ruby.
That's,
Zachary.
Like, that's one of those steps, like, you can officially say you've adulted. It's like buying a house.
Yeah.
Having kids.
Jury duty.
Jury duty.
Believe it or not, top boxes.
Like, there's some adult things that are just nothing but adultness.
Believe it or not, top box what?
Believe it or not, top boxes are hunted for big money by people.
There you go.
Oh, typo boxes.
Typo boxes.
Yeah.
Go buy it for me now. I'm busy. Every senior citizen needs Life Alert. I like that little special smile a dog has right after he rips one.
Oh, dear.
I like beer. No. We should get a Jizzy Pop for my shelf. Actually, I don't even have the Jizzy Pop right now.
Shame.
I know. If you look close, there is no Jizzy Pop at all. It's not even in.
So am I at least in the throne?
Yeah. Well, no. Paige is.
I'm not Paige.
Awesome
why
adultness.
Does Paige get the throne when you vacate?
Because she's British.
Why don't I get the throne when
she's
you vacate?
British.
Why don't I get the throne?
You do a British accent and I'll put you in the throne.
Why don't I get the throne?
No, the Jizzy Pop has actually been sent out to be repaired. So
he
yeah.
ripped his nose off.
I like magic. I know. He sold it. No, my Soul Survival box is a Boo Boo 2. Was the pop from Walgreens Extra L? Oh my God. Uh-oh, I don't know what he's talking about. Jizzy Pop is at work. I wish he was. Wish he had his own thing. All right, so let's move on to a little bit more toys and stuff. I picked this up at a con recently, and this is actually a new thing from Funko, and it's actually the Rook Candy vinyl collectible. So this is from Rook Candy. It's actually made by Funko because Funko rules my life. But I love Batgirl, and I love the new Batgirl outfit. Granted, this has been out for a couple years, but I love the way this outfit is. I think it's really, really cool. And this little figure is nice. It's cute. It's adorable. She's kind of got that sexy smile.
Fatality until you've had jury duty.
That's true.
Or at least
That's
a jury
true.
summons. A jury summons
Yeah.
Can create
I like
adulthood.
boobs. Jizzy Pop was drunk. Great accent, Ginger. Is that how you spell accent?
No.
I didn't think so.
But I understand what you meant.
That's all right. Yeah, we got you. So this is the Batgirl, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to crack the back off. Before that, we're going to talk about the ones on the back. These are the other ones that you can purchase out there, and you can get them from Funko, and actually you can get them from Pop in a Box too, which I highly recommend. Of course, they got two versions of Wonder Woman. They got two versions of Batgirl. They have a Harley Quinn, and then they got a Supergirl. And I saw all of them there, but honestly, I like the Batgirl. She's one of my favorites. Need the Harley one. Me too, K-Push. Rock Candy, you dildo. What did I say? Oh, I said Rook Candy. It is rock. Well, look at the way the word is though. Like it actually.
Jizzy Pop has an MJ nose.
That O is very, very close. I mean, that C is very, very close to an O. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You got Google in front of you. Tell you what, you do a show and see how many times you mess up. All right, so there is the Batgirl. And I like it. She comes with a stand too, because a lot of these will fall over. Very cute and adorable. Oops, I fell over. I like she's holding the batarang. She's kind of got that girl stance going on. Put your wood away, Fatality. I know, right? Supergirl. But it's a really highly detailed figure. The paint's really nice, and I like that it seems like they actually have quality control on these. You know, they actually look good, and it seems like they care about their figures. Most of the time, I don't think I've ever had a problem with a pop. With like a pop being, I mean, Soul Survivor's a little different. But I don't think that I've ever had, what did Unicorn say?
You made Jizzy Fizzy.
I made Jizzy Fizzy. I hate pops. I don't care. I don't know about the English words. I'm just messing with you, man. But there she is on the little stand. I love it so much. It's going to be one of those things just going to be pop and pop.
This
is like my favorite shelf.
Words.
Oh, okay. I got you. But anyway, so I like it that, I mean, most of the time whenever you get a Funko figure, they don't seem rushed. They seem like they actually give a damn about the product they're putting out. Unlike Mattel, who likes to pump out the figures as fast as they damn well can because they know it's going to be eating up money. Oh, Batman vs. Superman, let's make the manliest Wonder Woman possible. Whereas Funko is kind of like, you know what, let's take some time, shape the jawline, make it look cute and adorable. So that's what this is. Tacos for everyone! What's going on, my man? And Mr. J-Dub hanging out in here. Good to have you back. About time you didn't trip over your beard and turn on your PlayStation, because I left my PlayStation on all night. I didn't really, but they thought I did. Bat boobs. I know. J-Dub. So yeah, this is from Rock Candy. And this is also from Funko. You can get them from Pop in the Box, and they got them all out there. They're really, really cool. They're solid figures. They look really, really good. So moving on from that, let's do a pop. We haven't opened a pop in a little while. I picked up this one. If you're talking about somebody in the comic book realm that always gets my juices flowing, it is nobody other than this girl right here, and that is Power Girl. Mainly because she has a boob window. I love boob windows. I'm a big fan of boobs. I'm a big fan of boob windows. Boob window. I absolutely love it. So Power Girl is probably my favorite girl to look at in comic books. I think so. I really do like Batgirl. I love the outfit. I think that Batgirl story arcs are always really cool. I don't read a lot of suit Power Girl stuff, but I do like the Power Girl pop. If I had jury duty, I would talk about the case outside of court. Bug Racers from Mattel, too.
You can be in contempt for that and go to jail.
Yeah, that's true.
In real
you can
life,
call
don't
me
do that.
June, so that don't have to waste extra letters. Now, I like Junicorn. I really like the word Junicorn. Nobody has that. You are a rare species.
We like extra letters.
Ooh,
in
nice.
This place.
I know. Butka is saying night. I'm staying to be
Buka.
random, though. Oh, thank you very much. Good night, Buka. Thank you so much for hanging out, girl. Yes, Mon the boob window.
You don't get to see the boob window.
I want to see the boob window.
No boob window
all right,
for you.
So,
you have your own boob window at home.
Like all my pops, well, let's talk about the back. So the back, it shows the other ones in this line. Of course, you got Firestorm,
like
Black Manta, Supergirl, Power Girl, and then, of course, Cyborg. These are the new ones that have launched. I've seen them all. They're pretty cool. Firestorm's really, really neat. But overall, I had to have my Power Girl.
Phoenix wants your Power Girl.
Phoenix. Oh! Phoenix says, take it off your hands. That ain't happening. Boobs. So let's open up Power Girl, because that's what I do with most of my pops, is they always meet the maker of the trash can. And in here, they got a little pamphlet talking about the DC Collector Corps. I think it's Collector Corps. Legend of Collectors. And this is one of those box subscriptions, kind of like Loot Crate and stuff, but you always get these really cool exclusive pops in it. One of them, the very first one, was the Power Armor, which I didn't get. But it's kind of cool, man. If you like that kind of stuff, go for it. Half cups, can't wear them.
I used
to live in
half cups, but then I had to graduate to the demis, which the demis are still pretty much shelf bras, but you get a little more coverage.
So there's Power Girl. She's looking sexy as ever. And a giant boob window up front. A great pop. Very well detailed. I mean, I would say that this one is sort of like the other pops, but it seems the more along the lines that pops keep coming out, they actually do more and more detail to difference them from other pops that already exist. And that's what I really like about Funko. Like I said, with Mattel, they just pump it out as fast as they can. They don't care if the eyeballs are crooked or whatever. You end up with a damn Donatello like this. It's just sad and ridiculous. But this is a high quality figure. Looks really good. She's going to be a badass hanging out on the good shelf. That's the good shelf I put. My cup is a Triple J into pants. Damn, Daniel. Cups, mug, glasses. Wait, what? Wah, boob window. I'm a fan of the boob window. I really like that term, boob window. Say it.
Boob window.
Yes. But yeah, I do have a serious pop addiction. It is it's taken over my life. So like I said earlier about the Splinter pop, it's like basically I'm at a point where I'm at maximum capacity for pops. And actually down here I have probably 10 pops that I haven't even shown on the show, and I'm still buying pops. So when I'm like, I don't really need Splinter, but I gotta have Power Girl in her boob window. Damn Fatality, I have a amphibian. This is huge. Alright, so let's talk about this too. I showed this on my Instagram, and if Lewis Fears is still hanging out, the drooling shall begin. I did pick up this yesterday, and this is the Red Hood figure. Boom, check out the shirt, check out the figure. That's why I'm wearing it. Coincidence or not? But this is the brand new Red Hood figure, and no, Vinny, this is the only one they had. Otherwise, I know I would have bought you one. You know I got you hooked up. But this is the 4th in Series 3. Of course, they got Man-Bat, which is freaking huge. They got Azrael, and then they got Professor Pig. I couldn't remember his name. He's kind of a lame villain. But yeah, so Red Hood is the 4th one in Series 3. I have the Batman, but right here is the original Red Hood, and then back here is the Arkham Knight, and then here is the second Red Hood in the Arkham Knight armor. Yeah. Say howdy, partner. Funko doesn't produce Downey toys with crazy eyes. They don't. Yes, got mine coming. I know. Boo Wyndham fan for life. Oh, damn it. I didn't touch it enough. I called my boob windows blessings. Fatality, you gotta calm the hell down. Ginger says boob window sexy like. Say it again.
Boob window.
Now say it sexy.
Boob window.
Yes! All right. So anyway, this is the Arkham Knight. Now, this is the Red Hood from Arkham Knight.
Yes,
the question.
Ruby, that's true.
Boob window is jizzy.
It's a square cut neckline on a woman's shirt. Yeah.
Well, I like people like as a man, you are sent into one quality, one specific thing. It is boobs or ass, tits or ass. That's where you stand.
You're actually both.
Yeah,
you
but
probably lean more to the boob side, but
I do.
like
I
ass
do.
Too.
At least you're still not spoiling the identity of both Arkham Knight and the Red Hood. I haven't said anything. You should bring out Crazy Eyes Funko Pop. Now say it British. Say,
you should bring out Crazy.
No. Boob window.
Boob window.
I'm acting like Fox right now. You're very good at a fatality.
No, let me do it. I'll do it.
Seriously, what the fuck, boob window?
Boob window.
No, that wasn't.
Boob window. Window.
Yay, jiggle.
No, it didn't work. I don't have the right letters.
Now my question to you guys is, do we open this? Do we open the Red Hood figure like the previous ones, or do we leave him in the box like the Batman? Oh, Scarecrow. That's the other one I have, the Scarecrow. He's actually right there. Lady Turtles are awesome and underrated. What?
In other words, he's a fan of the collarbone, the dick and that shit.
Right, but I think that as a guy, you have to stick with one or the other. If you are an ass man, you're an ass man. Even though you like both, you have to see which one do you stare at most. Like, if you have a girl spinning, where does your eyes go first? And don't say boobs and then when she turns around, ass. Say, where does it go first? That's the question. Except the dildos. Oh, no. If you're going to start talking like Fox, you're about to get double-ended by an eel. Open it! Open. Keep him in the box. Wicked Ruby, leave it in the box. So that's girls versus guys. There we go. Yes, Are you favish? Your long locks around fatality? Open it now! If I have to choose ass, see. Don't open from swap meet, of course. If you open the GameStop one, well, technically I didn't open it. I bought it after market, but it is open, and I did open the Arkham and the Scarecrow, and the Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn's actually up in here somewhere. I love ass and arms, then pecs, and then the calves. The calves.
I have nice calves.
But is that an attraction?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not against it. I'm just curious. See, I like it when we learn stuff. See, DMK likes Joe from Facts of Life, and then Junicorn likes calves. Ow. I don't want anything to do with a dildo. Well, then you probably need to stop talking, because that's all I think about you now. You are the guy who likes dildos. Eyes is what I look at, then boobs, then butt. See, DMK, see. I don't like ass. I like booty.
There you go.
What's going on, Talon? How you doing, my man? What's going on in... What do you say?
Your room.
In my room? What's going on in here? A lot of crazy stuff, but I have a fish. Oh, open it and I'll find an angry eel to slither off your butt. Open it, bitch! Face, believe it or not. Face. Okay, cool. Open because you opened some of the others. That is a very good excuse, so let's open it. We've opened up a few things tonight, so let's open up the brand new figure just came out this week of the Red Hood from Batman Arkham Knight. Thought you opened the GameStop. Glad you bought it that way. Yeah, I did. I did. I wouldn't have opened it if I did have it, but since it was already open, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean the sexiest height is 4'8"? Who do you know that's 4'8"?
Probably Budka.
Is Budka 4'8"? She is tiny.
She's a tiny British girl.
Tiny British lady.
Lady. No, broad. No, wait. Did they say broad? What do they say? Bird. She's the tightest little bird. All right, so there goes that. Oh, and of course, they don't want it to escape, so what do? They put a lot of zippy ties around it. If eyes don't fit the front and back, move on. Open a toy. Put my eel away. Yeah, you guys knew I was going to open it. Don't even start. By the way, Nerdy Coins will be going out tomorrow. Dude, I can't wait, man. Thank you so much for sending me those, because those are really, really cool.
Heroes is an ass man, but he also appreciates her back if she's wearing an open back dress.
Her back? I mean, I think everybody has their own preference. I mean, Fatality and DMK like hentai porn.
It depends on where they're coming from.
There we go. We got them out pretty close. So there is the Red Hood character from Arkham Knight. I mean, it's just badass. Like, these figures are really well done. And honestly, for $25, they damn well better be. Like, this is the standard price. I didn't
Ruby,
overpay.
you're
This is actually
5'2",
the factory
though.
price.
I couldn't put
5'2".
my
I got a
elbow
homegirl
on
that
your
is
head.
4'8",
Y'all make
dances
me
her
feel
ass
tall.
out. She's amazing. Well, take a video and send it to people. Well, I'm a pixie. Hentai. Ah. So there is the Red Hood figure. Highly, highly detailed, man. I mean, you can see like all the works in the belt and all the different grenade pieces. And then what I like is the arm gauntlets. I really like these arm gauntlets. It seems like they're different from even Batman. It's not like they reused previous arm gauntlets in order to, you know, like, oh, we'll just slap this on the figure, paint it red, and it changes it. They actually did it in a specific way to make this character different. What I don't like is that they slapped this same gun that Arkham Knight had. Like, I know, I get it, but they slapped the same gun in, so if you bought the Arkham Knight figure, you pretty much got the same gun twice, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I still have my Defining Moments Hulk Hogan figure in the box. May or may not open it. Well, I have mine too, and I haven't opened them yet either. So,
JTB likes his boob window.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of boob windows.
Hey, Fatality, you're right around where Nerdy is.
So, we do have right here the Arkham Knight and the Red Hood with the same exact gun. I mean, I still think that's a little bit... I think they should have put a different gun with Red Hood versus Arkham Knight since Arkham Knight came out first. But they're still badass, highly detailed figures. Really, really kick-ass. And I love the paint job on the hood.
Centimeters translated to feet and inches.
Oh my god,
sir.
Nobody knows. Nerdmungus Fatality. Uh-oh.
Fatality is 6'2.5".
Oh, look at him bragging. So, there we go. We open up the Red Hood. We got him next to Arkham Knight. Looks really cool. Boob Window Mania! Brother!
For those that are curious, I am 5 feet 6 inches.
The last toy that I'm going to show is I actually picked this up today, and this is from the Marvel Legends series, and this is the Venom figure. I've yet to see it in person. Finally saw it in person. Of course, I've got to buy it as soon as I see it because this one is one of those figures that some reason sells out. People love Venom. They've always loved Venom. They always will love Venom as a character that is just widely loved. So whenever they make a toy, boom, 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 it is gone. So I did pick up the Spider-Man Venom figure from the Marvel Legends. On the back, it actually shows the other ones so you can build Absorbing Man, and I didn't get all the figures to build Absorbing Man. It's not something that I want to do. I think Absorbing Man is a lame Build-A-Figure. They could have come up with something so much better. But these are the other ones. I did, of course, pick up the Spider Carnage, the Spider-Gwen, the Morbius,
get a lot of views, Ruby.
and then the Pumpkin Dude, which I can't remember his name. Jack-O-Lantern? Is it Jack-O-Lantern? Doesn't say. But I picked up him. The last two ones, I'm really kind of waiting to see if they go on sale. If I can get them for maybe $8 a piece in the box, I'll buy them. But other than that, I can pass because I don't care. I had to pick him up when I saw him as well. Yeah, it really is cool. You should wear a boob window and play Batman. I should
wear.
Oh, yeah, you definitely should. Yeah, exactly. I've worn a dress on here, so I think that everybody who ever streams ever should wear a dress. I think that's just how it should be. Jizzy Show inspires me. Wicked Ruby, good. Because oh, that's right. There's a party at Wicked Ruby's new house. I forgot. Everybody's invited. If you guys can find Wicked Ruby's house, you go in there, you party, you can drink and color and make things out of crayons.
But seriously, don't go find Ruby's house.
Jack-O-Lantern, yeah. But yeah, this is the Venom figure. It's a really good figure. I like that they got the swappable hands, because that's how Venom used to shoot his web, is out the top of his hand, which is the same way Spider-Man did when he had the black suit. So I like they incorporated that, plus the Venom hands, and of course a swappable head. Now, these two heads on this side, those are for Absorbing Man. They're not for Venom, but I'm sure if you tried hard enough, you could get those on Venom's head. Creative Ruby, don't forget the Batman socks. That's right. You can't be creative unless you're wearing Batman socks, because I'm so creative, and I got like 300 people watching me. You know what? I don't ever close my mouth.
She really doesn't. Watch her.
Sweet house party. Yeah, we all need to cram sleeping bags in Ruby's dining room. Oh, barbecue. You calm the hell down. You better not be talking whenever young mommy's in here, because she gets vindictive. She'll cut a bitch. Yep, 38th Street, party in July. I like it. So there's one last look. And no, I don't open these. It's rare that I open a Marvel Legends. My walls are covered with Marvel Legends still in the box. The only ones I ever opened were the Hulkbuster figures, because I had to build that big sumbitch. Had to have it. Let's see. Tell you what, we'll do one more.
You know, say you only got 15 minutes. Do you want to do more Mad Libs or Open Toy?
I gotta do this one.
Okay.
And we'll do Mad Libs.
Trying to keep you on track.
I know. But it's Friday. I'm feeling a little bit better, so we might run this a little long tonight. Who's bringing the pork chops? There's only one person allowed to bring the pork chops to any party, and that is Shy Guy. And honestly...
Okay, Angelica noticed it too. She really doesn't.
What? Oh.
She's always... Do her face.
Why, no cook, Ruby. Let's go skinny dipping in Ruby's pool. She's coming too. No flirting. You go. Salem Seeker, how you doing, man? Hi from Turkey. We are not rocking the Turkish flag tonight, but I do have a Turkish flag, man. I hope everything's going good in your country, my friend. 15 minutes. Boo. Fox's garden is beautiful. That's weird. Bye, guys. See you Monday. Uh-oh. You have made her upset. Fatality, young mommy. Just always know that in my show and in my heart, you will always be my momminess. And you have a wonderful weekend, girl. All right, so let's talk about this toy right here. In the past, I have purchased a few of these Mario figures. I think they're really good. They're highly articulate. They're about $11 a piece, which is really good for any figure regardless, but these are nice. We do have the Tanuki Mario, which is Mario in the raccoon costume. I do have a Mario and Luigi right there. They're really good figures, and of course, since I have Mario in the Tanuki, I have got to have Luigi in the cat costume.
Oh yeah!
I don't know any game, I've never played the game where Luigi is in a cat costume, but I'm like, oh hell yes, I will take Luigi in a cat costume. I don't know why, I don't even know what game it is. No, he's in a cat costume. Like, that's what it's called.
Well, shouldn't it say?
It's called Cat Luigi.
Well, it has a bell.
Very good.
Is that like Luigi's Mansion or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
I never played that game. But...
I don't know. Zolak, what's going on, my man? Oh, dog blast, I want to swim. Oh. Then go skinny dipping in Ruby's bathtub. Oh, there we go. That worked. Frog. No. This is the cat suit. See, read right here. Cat Luigi. Cat, and then down here it's got it in another language, Chat Luigi. And so anyway, let's open it up because we've opened up the rest of them. And Wii U Mario. Okay, there we go. See, I knew somebody was gonna know, but I just like the fact that I have Mario and Luigi, and then now I got Mario and Luigi in different outfits, and I think that's really cool. And you know, cats are all right. I don't hate cats. I just don't have any. So there is Luigi in the cat costume. It's really cool. I think it's hilarious and funny at the same time. It's got the little doofy tail. How many do you have? That's none of your damn business. Do you remember the Toy Guts? What's up from Toronto? The Toy Guts. Oh my God, Steven, that sounds so familiar. What is it? Tell me more. It's ringing bells, but I cannot pinpoint it. What is Guts? Chat, it's French, right? I don't know. I have no idea, but I do like it. He's got the big mittens. It's Luigi and his mittens. His big old jelly bean fingers. And look at the bottom. He's even got little pink things on the bottom of his feet.
So the bell turns into a cat.
Bell turns into a cat. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Big Daddy Juggalo, man. That's why you're one of my favorites, dude. And then, of course, he comes a little bell, which is what turns him into a cat in Super Mario Wii U, I believe it was, or Luigi Wii U. Why do you have toys? Talon, because I never want to grow up. I'm a toy kid. Now it looks like a kid. I'm a toy collecting kid. There we go. Frog Cat Yoshi. So who's gonna watch the Bethesda conference at E3? Yeah, I'll be checking out. I love watching E3, but I think it's already over for this year, isn't it? I think it is. Very good, Ruby. There we go. Ballish makes parties awesome, so you got to make sure you do it. Let's see here. What was it? Have you got an Action Man? I do have an Action Man. I think he's in the scuba gear, but he's actually not in the relative grabbing area. There's a thing, every once in a while I'll swap all the toys out for new toys to put behind me, and sometimes the Action Man does come out. I do have an Action Man, though. I bought it a long time ago for the show because somebody goes, you need to get an Action Man. I'm like, I do. Went and bought it, showed him the show, and then he went into storage. Like, there's a lot of storage. Hey, Nerdy, you remember Scared Bears? You remember Scared Bears? I do not remember Scare Bears. Scare Bears.
Were they kind of like the disgusting Garbage Pail Kids?
Were they cards, maybe? Remember Guts on Nickelodeon? Yes, I do, because you've got guts. Yeah, because they had the big mountain and everything. So there's Cat Yoshi. I mean, Cat Luigi. I think it's really cool, and he goes good with the Tanuki Mario. How about Army Ants? Yes. Red Hood, nice. Trenzor, did you just pop in? Because
He may be
Super
ready
Mario
to go
3D
back.
World can play Mario, Luigi, and Toad cute in cat suit. Okay, so they can all be in a cat suit. Okay, cool. Since you guys, some of you just popped in, probably an outcast during school, so toys became your friend. Well, it's not really that. It's honestly, when I was younger, I had toys, and I liked them or whatever. Then I got into comic books later on, and honestly, when I got into high school, I was not bullied nor a bully. I was just kind of there, I was a part of all the cliques, part of the wrestling team, and then part of just, in general, like theater and stuff. So I kind of played all the fields, and I didn't really have a bad high school experience. I had a really bad like junior high, but once I was in high school, there was none of that experiences left.
Well,
so
that's because you had me.
there you go. Frog Cat Yoshi's, cat suits. But overall, the thing is I just really like toys. You've got to find something in this life that makes you happy, and this is what I like. I like to do this. I like to show off the classic stuff, I mean, if you don't, fine. You don't have to hang out. But anyway, we are approaching the very end of the wild card round, so you guys got to make sure you get your votes in. Type it in how you see it with them capital letters. Friendship or whiskey, what do you like? What can win? That's just what you guys got to do it. Type it in singular. See, friendship, bro, just like that. Rumor Skyrim from Bethesda, PS4, and Xbox One. That would be pretty cool, man. That would be pretty neat. They just sort of like update. No, what are you talking about? I thought Skyrim was already on PS4. I thought it was. Anyway, friendship, gotta remember to vote. Yes, you do, Listwitz. All right, so we haven't done this. We haven't done it in a while, but we did it on Wednesday's show. It was absolutely fun. Everybody had a blast, and everybody seems to normally have a blast. Oh, dude, I'm really love Action Man. Have you got... I have 20... You got 20 figures. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I know who Action Man is, and I never had it as a kid, but I always liked Action Man overall. I believe it had a series as well. But I bought one. I bought this, I think it was a scuba guy. I bought it because I thought it was really cool. Still in the box and all that stuff, but he's actually put up. I thought I get 100% friendship. Oh, no, it's nearly time already. It is. But we're going to play some Mad Libs. We're going to find a new one out. So basically what I'm going to ask you guys for is I'm going to turn to a story. This one's got a lot of them on there, so we're just going to do this one. This one's called Portfolio Review. My friends Freddie's ready. Mr. and Mrs. sent me this.
What's that?
So,
Heroes.
oh.
I'm gonna be up here.
Bring your foot up. Don't hit that cord.
My leg is...
V-Ron is watching. About damn time. I mean, she's always hanging out on my shelf.
Well, she's usually still at work or something.
Let's see here.
Hi, V-Ron. I'm always watching.
Yeah, she's always hanging on my shelf. Pope Joy, 40-year-old virgin's room. Okay. What are your thoughts on The Tick? I like the cartoon series. The live action was all right. It was okay. I think they're trying to bring it back, actually. But overall, the cartoon series is really cool and different. Mad Libs. Oh my God, Mad Libs. Love them. All right, so we're going to play something called Portfolio Review is the name of it. And what I need is a verb ending in ing. So throw them out there. Let's try to keep it clean. Let's try not to do, super dirty stuff. I know you're very creative.
Random is fantastic.
Yeah, random is what we need. Soul Train Lights. Soul Train Lights. But basically, just tell me what you like. Tell me the best verb ending in ing. And like I said, let's try to keep it...
Swimming.
Let's not do it, too vulgar. I know you can do the words. I'm very proud of you. But let's try to do it fun and try to make everything work. Dancing. Let's see here. Moonwalking. I like moonwalking. All right, and then we need a noun and a person in the room. So a female person over here is what we need.
And a noun.
And a noun.
Bye, J2B.
J2B. Gotta go. See you later, my friend. Sliding. Now we got moonwalking, so we need a noun and then a female person over here. Fisting. Too far. I knew you'd do it.
Ruby.
Ruby! Well, see,
Ruby
you can't.
for Ruby.
You can't nominate yourself. That's the way it's got to work. You can't nominate yourself. Somebody in here.
Female power plug.
Female power plug.
K-push.
Oh. Goat. Jack Mehoff. Sheep. We're gonna do K-push.
For the person. Or
Yeah,
for
for the
noun?
person in the room, and then we need a noun.
Goat, sheep. Sharkeisha.
Sharkeisha.
I don't want to say that loud.
Big, let's see here. No, we already did. Fartisha. See, I was waiting for that one.
We need a noun.
Yeah, we need a noun and an adverb. So those are the two you got to start throwing out there.
An adverb describes a verb or an adjective.
Now you learned something. Shh, Ruby. New Adam Sandler movie on Netflix was pretty good. Was it? Well, that's awesome.
Stormtrooper.
I really
Pork chop.
Pork chop. All right, we'll do pork chop, and we need an adverb.
Phalange.
I like the what was it? The Ridiculous Six. I like that one. I thought it was kind of fun. It's typical Adam Sandler, but it's sort of like pushed the lines of not being PG.
We need an adverb, correct?
Phalange, sunshine, yellow. That's very specific.
Now, not bumpy is not, but bumpally would be an adverb.
Micro pig. I don't think it's an adverb.
No, that's not an adverb. Crappily would be an adverb.
Crappily?
It's to the extent of something that's describing something or is doing the verb.
Okay. Bathhouse.
Just describing the adjective or the verb.
I'm going to use bathhouse later down just because that's so random. So adverb and adjective. You tell me what you like next. It's good.
Yeah, I may have to see an adverb. But
I like bathhouse. That's just ridiculous. Adverb and adjective. Guts action figures from Mattel. I have got to look that up. It sounds so familiar, but I cannot picture it in my head. I have got to check it out, man. I can almost picture it, but I can't quite grasp it, man. Fartisha's older sister. Oh, okay, all right. Now we're learning stuff. Horny. Bathing. It doesn't fit right.
Bathing isn't an adverb.
Crappish. Velvety.
Those are still adjectives. We need an adverb.
What is crappish?
Crappish would be an adjective.
We're going to do crappish for the adjective. We need an adverb and another adjective.
Moist. Tasty.
All right, so
angrily is the first official adverb I've seen.
Okay, now is moist an adjective?
That's an adjective.
Okay.
But angrily is an adverb.
All right, we're using moist, so no more moist. Angrily. All right, that's perfect. Angrily. Okay. Dig it, fatality. Perfect. Just trying. Awkwardly. All right, we need a noun, another adjective, and then a couple more for that. So a noun and an adjective. I suck in English class. I do too. That's why I have her.
I'm good for intelligence. That's it.
Toppled. What is toppled?
That's a past tense verb.
Nope, don't need it.
Do you need a verb at all?
No.
Aw.
Well, I need a verb ending in ing again.
Toppling.
No, they didn't say it. Telephone.
Well, you can just change the tense of the verb. You have the power to do that.
Moist is too filth-tastic. Stormtrooper.
What are we looking for again?
We're looking for a noun and an adjective.
Noun and an adjective. Okay. Telephone.
I saw telephone, but
phalange.
just because of where it's gonna fit, You're
not supposed to be reading the story.
Right, but I wanted to make it the best possible. I understand how it works, but I'm just trying to make it the best possible.
Giant.
What about Beyblade, but the older version? Yeah, I know who Beyblade is. Giant.
Floating ducks.
What is floating ducks?
That would be a noun and a verb. Well, verb or an adjective. Could be floating ducks or ducks are floating.
I suck at English class too, but I passed with an A+. Look at you. Appreciate.
Appreciate is a verb.
We don't need a verb.
Cronut.
Potato.
Potato. Bowl 'em.
Potato for
Stick 'em in a
noun.
stew.
Need an adjective and a plural noun now.
Ducks. I like ducks.
All right.
An adjective. Floating.
Well, verb ending in ing and then an adjective as well.
Okay, well, floating.
I like potato. Potato is good.
Take floating to wherever you want to put it. It can be an adjective or the verb with ing. Abusive nipples. Shrink would be a verb.
Is that a noun?
Nipples is a noun.
All right, we'll use nipples.
And you could say abusive nipples.
Okay. Abusive nipples. All right, still need an adjective, verb, and ing, and another noun. Jack Black's. Chili. Chili. See, ing. We need ing. Skating. All right, skating. We're going to use skating for Tanya.
You also have fish slapping.
Fish slapping.
Glistening.
All right,
Perfect
adjective and a
timing for
noun. What, glistening?
An adjective and a noun? Okay. Glistening. Yeah, glistening could be an adjective.
Okay, we'll use glistening. You need a perfect noun now.
Pull out of your random hats, kids.
Yeah,
A
random
noun.
hat. Fish slapping.
I like fish slapping. This is fun to say.
It is. It is fun. It'd be fun to be fish slapped. Just once.
I don't think you'd want to be slapped in the face with a fish.
I do. A big one. Big fish. Big flappy fish. All right, we need a noun, and then we can read the story that you freaks
Poop,
have made.
Stove, flash,
Glaring
fish stick,
tortoise.
butthole. Oh, I skipped glaring tortoise.
Glaring tortoise. Fish stick. There you go.
Tarfinger.
Tarfinger.
Friendship.
Oh.
Oh. Terry might have been voting. Elmo.
It needs to be. I know it's a noun, but it needs to be a thing. And I know.
Corn.
I think butthole is hilarious. I think.
Pancake. Pancake.
All right, pancake.
I love pancake.
Who said pancake?
Fatality. Because he knows
Of course, because he knows food.
Well, he knows me, and he knows
Coffin. That would have been great. All right, guys. So that concludes our Mad Lib that you guys wrote with my awesome handwriting. I need a drink before we do this. So let's find out. This is Mad Lib's portfolio review. Box cutter. Oh, that'd been good. A female Ghostbuster. Well, you should have said that earlier. All right, so this is Mad Libs right there. Back in the day, Mad Libs is one of the biggest things to play because this is before internet. So let's bring back...
There was a time, kids, where internet was not a thing at all.
Yeah. All right. Pancakes. All right, so this is called Portfolio Review. Big-time comics professionals are always moonwalking for new artistic talent. And rumor has it that Comic-Con is like the world's biggest shopping pork chop for artists. K-Push was one such artist. She knew that various booths did portfolio reviews, and she was going to angrily get discovered. What is a portfolio review, you ask?
Hey, Joseph.
Well, it's very crappish to explain. Artists assemble binders stuffed to the bathhouse with their most moist drawings, and then they show those binders to people at places like Marvel, DC, IDW, and Dark Potato Comics in the hopes of landing a glistening comic artist character. One interpreted heroine portfolio had some awesome pieces, including one Spider-Man punching the Green Goblin's ducks out. Yeah. And a splash page of Superman and Batman skating together on a pancake. With art like that, there's a good chance her next masterpiece will be in the pages of Guardians of the Abusive Nipples. Oh, Joseph's Daily Vlog. I appreciate you stopping in, man, but we're almost done. I do appreciate it. It's always good to have you in here. So, yeah, Guardians of the Abusive Nipples. You got to check out that comic. It is absolutely amazing.
No, I want to check out Dark Potato
Dark
Comics.
Potato Comics, yeah. Yeah, so you guys wrote it. It's absolutely hilarious, and that's why we like to play Mad Libs from time to time. Probably won't do it for a little while, but that's why we do it on these shows, and thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out. So, you know what time it is, ladies and jello spoons?
What time is it?
It is time to find out who is going to be moving on to the finals of the Ultra Random Brawl. Only one of them is going to do it, and you know what? It's not a tie. I peeked, but I did it. Abusive Newtons. I know, abusive nipples. All right, so it is time.
Newtons.
Who is your favorite? Who's going to move on to the finals? Who can take on pizza and vagina? Will it be friendship or whiskey? Let's find out. Abusive Newtons. Ah! Friendship takes down whiskey by 10 points, baby. Look at that. You cannot beat it. 27-17, whiskey. So sorry, Mr. Raven 6. You came so close. You came so close to knocking it out of the park. But in the end, there can only be 3. And on Monday's show, we will determine the winner of the Ultra Random Brawl. Once again, one of those 3 participants. It will be pizza versus vagina versus friendship. You guys are really screwed up in the head to vote those 3. We started with 48, and this is what you come back with? You're a little messed up, and that's coming from me, and I've got an inflatable sheep in my room. So one of those three will win something from my collection on Monday. Also on Monday, we will start the next Brawl. It will be the cartoon characters Brawl. You guys get to decide, so make sure you tune in. If you do not tune in, I cannot get your vote, and you could not be entered in the chance. And I don't want to hear K-Push talking down the line, be like, oh, I really wanted to be in it, but I didn't want to show up for your show, and now I want to put not Super Game Boy in it, but I want to put something ridiculous that nobody's ever heard of, and then when it gets beat in the first round, I'm going to stomp around because it went up against Mario, but it wasn't Super Mario All-Stars.
Dog bark.
Good. Friendship will win. Hopefully somebody will win because we're not going to end up in a tie. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have ran for almost 2 hours and 10 minutes. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. It's always fun to do this show. It's always good to see the same names popping in. It feels honestly like it's not a show. It's just me hanging out with a bunch of my friends. Granted, I have the voice, but hopefully you guys feel included as much as I can possibly do it.
That's really a lot of my life too. You do most of the talking.
I know, right?
And I do most of the background comments making fun of you while you're talking.
Always. Knights Assembled Effective. Friendship. Whoop, whoop. Have a good evening. So once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been absolutely fun. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Remember to shake a veteran's hand this Memorial Day, and I'll tell you again on Monday. But, ladies and gentlemen, one final time, my name is Jizzy. This is The Nerdy Effect. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you learned something new today. I will see you on Monday, and rat-a-tat-tat that ass? Yeah, we'll go with that.
La 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 la.
Yeah!
It's a Nerdy Effect 3.0. 3.0. Nerdy Effect. 3.0. Nerdy Effect.
Nerdy Effect.
3.0.
Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.